When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
It's always been diet and exercise. Why not diet, exercise, brush, and floss? Or how about diet, exercise, brush, floss, and see your dentist for regular exams? It may not roll off the tongue, but there are far worse things that could be rolling off your tongue, right down to your heart. Like the very same bacteria that's linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more. And by the way, to find a dentist nearby, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and learn more about how oral health links to overall wellness so you can live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed. Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, if you like risking life and limb to mess with animals, we have fantastic news. As of this morning, the San Fermin Festival got underway in Spain, a.k.a. the Running of the Bulls. 4,000 people ran with them. A few people were injured, but they're not sure if it's from the bulls or being trampled by other people. But look, it's fully expected. We hear the same thing every year. But you know what's not expected? Is being attacked by a bear in your own living room. But that's exactly what happened to an 81-year-old woman in Japan. Meanwhile, in Pakistan, a woman and her 2 children, they were attacked by someone's pet lion that escaped. And now they survived the encounter. But I think that's a strong reminder that maybe we shouldn't keep lions as pets. You know, like if a lion has to be kept in captivity, maybe keep it at a zoo. The key word here is keep. In Turkey, a lion escaped from the zoo and attacked a guy who happened to be sleeping outside. He said, "I heard something that sounded like whispering. I rolled over and it was a lion. Apparently it's a very gentle lion. It supposed to whisper, I'm about to eat you." And in France, 3 people were critically injured when they were attacked by bees. But look, it's not all animals dealing out the damage. Over the July 4th weekend, this headline popped up today. 55 people were shot, 8 killed in Chicago. Now, before you get sad and say that's awful, the byline of that headline is, which makes it the city's least violent 4th of July in 6 years. Congratulations. All right. Jesus, man. That headline was meant as a celebration. I did not see that coming. All right, but these are just some of the stories that we've come across. Stories left us with many questions. Questions we'd like to ask you in the form of a random question, and this is how it works. You call us, we'll ask you a question at complete random. And after you share your story, we will share with you the news story that inspired said question, brought to you today by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration.
Be part of the big show, the random question. Call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Buying a car in Carvana was so easy. I was able to finance it through them.
Whoa, wait, you mean finance?
Yeah, finance. Got pre-qualified for a Carvana auto loan, entered my terms, and shot from thousands of great car options all within my budget.
That's cool, but financing through Carvana was so easy.
Financed. Done. And I get to pick up my car from their Carvana vending machine tomorrow.
Financed.
Right, that's what I said.
You can spend time trying to pronounce financing, or you can actually finance and buy your car today on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
Just got a new puppy or kitten. Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
Com.
My bad.
Hello. Hey, we're back. Hey. All the Jones, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,347. Large and in charge program.
Good God. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All the Jones, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,347. That's right. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Yes, Mike.
There's literally one letter difference between this, what you're hearing right now, the rejoiner, and then the replay show that we do in the middle of the night that was about to play instead. So, my apologies.
That is right. We are on at 10 o'clock every night on the Rock Channel, correct?
Correct.
Sweet.
We replay this very fine program for all you fine people.
Awesome. Okay.
My bad.
No, that's a good thing to bring up. You know? We never really talk about that. But,
I see why you were doing it, Mike. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I intended to do.
Coming up, the return of your guess is as good as mine. Our categories, we're talking traffic. Did you guys spend any time in traffic over the 4th of July weekend? On your travels?
Not really. One thing in Florida, everyone drives 12 million miles an hour, so there's a lot of traffic, but you're not going slow. I mean, it is, and keep in mind, everyone there is 5,000 years old. So you see like this blue hair, barely looking over the steering wheel lady, 90 years old, going by you in the left lane. Like, we're going 95, and she just blew us off the
I have to ask, because I know how your daughter is. Did your wife allow your daughter to pick out the rental car this time?
No, this time.
Okay, good.
No, this time they just gave her whatever they had, a Mazda something.
Oh, those are nice. Those
which neither of us liked. But speaking of driving my daughter, one of the things we did is a volleyball tournament. So one of the things we did, we took all the guys on the team and went to the Mario Andretti. Kind of like it's go-kart track arcade. Right?
That's awesome.
It's really cool, man. This is a top spot. So one of the things they did, they go-kart race. My daughter should never do that. It was just, I can't even explain, man. It's a go-kart. And, I mean, it's like she was trying to pilot a plane. I mean, it's unbelievable. You're 14. You have to have some semblance of an idea of how this works. I mean, traffic jams, backwards. It was.
When she was in her go-kart?
Yeah.
Well, she did that down at the family fun
Yeah, she was the one who was backwards.
Oh, I know.
Remember that? Yeah. She struck again.
I almost rammed her.
Yeah, me and my wife were like, Jesus, age crack. They're go-karts.
You're only a year away from permit.
Yeah.
No,
That's right.
Feel comfortable about that.
Yeah, we'll just take that Cadillac out and
Nope.
let her drive around the parking lot for a while.
One thing I did like, though, she kind of spun out. She's in the middle of the track, so a bunch of the other kids, they kind of slowed down, make sure she's okay. Her brother zipped right by her.
Okay.
Yeah, once he saw her, like, whatever.
Ted, I know you weren't in that exact area, but some of the worst traffic that I experienced growing up on the East Coast was from Boston to Maine.
Yeah.
Which is horrible. So is it still that jam-packed and crazy up there?
Correct. Getting from Boston out to Cape Cod, there were a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Once you're on the Cape, it's traffic to them, but it just takes 20 minutes instead of 15.
Yeah. Okay. I was in Bend, Oregon. It was jam-packed.
Really?
There were people everywhere. Yeah, it was insane. Well, there's a lot of Californians that come
Of
up.
course.
There's a lot of families from Utah, so to speak. So a lot of big,
Yeah, I'll bear those families.
big ass Suburbans everywhere, filled with 7 seats. Everyone's sitting in them. But yeah, well, I mean,
And that's just the wives.
They always say 6-8 seat capacity, and you go, who in the? Oh,
yeah.
All right, now I know why they make those. So
I like a lot of people from Seattle, too. Like, you're right, flying's easier, but I've only driven down there.
I was not here for the 4th, but I heard that Fremont, Gasworks, Wallingford was absolutely a zoo. Jam-packed.
I can believe that.
I mean, I was on a plane landing a little after 10 p.m. There were still full fireworks shows going on, not the official one.
Well, it doesn't
But
get dark
just all over.
I mean, the thing is, you can't blow off the fireworks until it gets dark.
Right.
So, I mean, we're just kind of up against the wall on that. I mean, hell, it seems like the sun's coming up at about 5:15. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're getting a lot of darkness these days. I'm not going to complain about that.
Nope.
But we do have traffic jams. One of the categories with your guess is as good as mine. You got it. They just did a study and figured out the commuter hours in people's lives and the cities that are the worst for that. So you can guess some of the major cities. There's no small towns on here. This is all big stuff. So that's one of the categories. Then we have, speaking of, the best and worst car brands according to Consumer Reports. So
It's going to be a long day for us, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll get there eventually. We haven't moved our mouth in, over a week. Very much anyway. So
You hungry? Want a snack?
no. Yeah, I kind of am, actually.
I was going to say, I'm still talking. I feel like I did all week.
What's that?
So I'll just take care of my mom. My cousins all have 4 or 5 kids. Anybody
Is
hungry?
that 3 meals a day?
Anybody need a snack?
Is that 3 meals a day?
Yeah. Does everybody have their life vest on?
That is one of the weird things about having kids, man. They need breakfast. They need lunch.
But they need a snack in
snacks.
between.
But so do retired people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
My dad's coming into town. He's just said, hey, look for 3 big boxes outside your door between now and the end of the week.
What is he delivering?
His
Snacks.
Stuff. He said Metamucil and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I'm like, all right. So all the things, you know what it is? So like I went to Fred Meyer last time he was in town and I bought grits. Ask me how many times I've bought grits in my life. That's exactly right. So I buy the grits. It's the most popular grits. I buy the grits. What is this? It says grits.
Yeah. I mean,
What brand is that? I don't know.
a gritty brand.
Well, we made them this morning. They're terrible. Oh, really? Well, I don't know grit.
How many different grits? There's
It's grits.
the oatmeal guy, whatever the
You ever heard
Quaker
anyone-
Oats?
yeah, Quaker Oats guy. Like after that, I don't know who else is in the grit game.
In my world, this is like bitching about rice. Right. Oh, God, this rice tastes terrible. Man, this white rice is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's grits.
Spasami rice sucks.
He's got, he probably sent eggs, coffee, all the things he needs, probably a coffee pot in there and everything else. Oh, today is the day we do our random question. 206-803-ROCK.
Random.
And the phone lines on the phone.
All right. What a start. I'll call back if you're on hold, 206-803-ROCK. I guess I will give you guys a random question. Let's see. Okay. Okay, how about this one? What were you one of the first people to do? So, example, Mike, how old were you when you got your Eagle Scout as far as your troop?
I was 17 years old.
Were you the first one to do that?
I was if I'm not mistaken, I was the only one in my crew that was 17 when they made it.
All right.
Or rather,
Okay.
I was like late 16. So I had a full year of being.
Most people, they take it up to the line when they're 18.
They do.
Just to try to get all the requirements.
Not
done.
Mike. Mike's
Yeah.
ahead of the curve.
I was able to go to summer camp that year with my Eagle badge on. I was pretty proud of that one.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that is very cool. Yeah.
I don't know if technically, because I think a couple of these kids ran into the outs. I don't know how they scored it, but I'm still taking that unassisted triple play and T-ball.
Hey, take it, man.
You're 5. No, you're 5, 4.
I don't even remember how old I was.
Huh.
I know I was the first member of my family to get thrown out of college.
All right.
Thrown out.
Were you,
Now,
how
look,
about,
some of my family never even went. I got there. I also was the only one who got there and got thrown out of college. Yes, that's a first.
how about high school?
Definitely the first in my family to be expelled from school. Absolutely the first member of my family to be expelled 4 different times in one high school career. Looking back, I'm impressed. At the time, my parents weren't.
Right. I guess I was the first person in my family not to get a master's degree.
Really?
I got a bachelor's degree, but it was in TV broadcasting. So that's kind of like, whatever.
You got to have some good records or something with baseball or football when you were a kid.
First person to play college athletics.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go, man. I got one.
All right.
Because that goes a long way. To back pain, joint pain.
You're also the first member of your family to have a child visit Zanzibar.
She's there right now.
I bet you there's no one else in your family who has that claim.
There's no one that I know who's ever been to Zanzibar. And the only Zanzibar reference I've ever heard in my life is Freddie Mercury.
Correct.
You know what's weird? I was in Florida last week talking to one of the moms of a teammate of my son, and she's talking about a friend of hers. I hope she's having a good time. I haven't heard from her. She's at a wedding. Where'd she go to this wedding? You're in Zanzibar. I said, are you being serious right now? She goes, yeah. I said, my buddy's daughter is in frickin' Zanzibar. Then she doesn't believe me because we're both like, what are the odds that we both know someone in Zanzibar?
You got to see pictures of that place.
Yes.
It's insane. It's like it's a mini Madagascar, but with with white sandy beaches.
Okay.
I'm not saying that Madagascar doesn't have that.
I know nothing about Zanzibar.
I don't.
And everything I know about Madagascar is from a movie.
Well, and
I don't believe their animals talk.
She's in the Peace Corps, and believe it or not, you can fly around Africa for like nothing.
I can believe that.
Like nothing.
I absolutely believe it.
Like a train ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, like nothing. So she's been to a lot of places because it's so affordable to travel. And my daughter had been there. My other daughter had been there and visited her once, and they kind of did the main South Africa stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So they just wanted to do something different. So the first thing they looked at was, let's go to Morocco. And then they looked at their purse and their wallet, and they said, hey.
Yeah, not Morocco.
We didn't know how expensive Morocco was. So they didn't go to Morocco, but based on the fact that, it wasn't the Africa cheap that they knew. All right. So they picked Zanzibar because they wanted to.
I mean, I would too.
It's
freaking Zanzibar. Yeah. What do you know about Zanzibar other than it's really fun to say? Right? That's the beginning.
It's like Casablanca to me. It just sounds kind of exotic. Like, ooh.
It does.
Zanzibar.
It means White House.
Oh.
Right?
Well,
like Casablanca,
okay,
then when you translate it, you're like, that's boring. I mean, sorry, man. It's like, okay.
So the reason we asked, what were you one of the first to do? A man in Florida, he got caught speeding last week. And they say the timing couldn't have been worse.
How fast? Look, having just been there, how fast do you need to be driving in Florida to get pulled over for speeding? Because they can literally close their eyes and point, and you are correct.
Yes.
That car was speeding.
So it was right after a new super speeder law actually went into effect in Florida. So Florida just added the law that hands down one of the tougher penalties if you are caught driving over 100 miles an hour. You can now be thrown in jail for a month. No questions asked.
Damn.
All right. So the law goes into effect at 12:01 a.m. last Tuesday.
Just for the record, I can't even tell you the last time I've been over 100.
Bro,
but in Florida, it's happening so much, they had to make a new law.
I'm not kidding you when I say we just had to drive from Delray, which is a little bit north of Miami, and get up to Orlando. It's not a very long... I can't tell you how far the drive is. It's not a long drive because everyone is driving so fast. And again, we average 95. We're in the middle lane. Because people are blowing by us on the left. And that's what I even said to my wife. One person was pulled over. And I'm like, how fast were they going? She's like, probably wasn't speed. It's probably, I don't know, the license plate, anything. Because everyone is speeding. I cannot imagine. And again, 100 miles an hour there, at least in my experience, is like going 45 miles an hour here.
Right.
Everybody.
I mean, I know for a fact my car does 115. Because somebody told me.
Yeah. Your speedometer.
Right. That's the service guy. You tried to take it for a spin to make sure that the car is in good condition.
Yes.
But I was in a very rural, safe area in my mind when I did it.
I mean, like,
I just want to see what it could do.
Last summer, right, I was in Montana. We had to pass the car, 70-mile-an-hour speed limit zone, right? Like, so I passed that car. That's probably it was probably over 100 for a few seconds before I slowed back down. Right. But that's about it.
Yeah. So, again, the law went into effect at 12:01 last Tuesday. And if you go over 100 miles an hour, you're a super speeder. So the guy got caught doing 104. 2 minutes later at 12:03.
Damn.
So officials confirmed he was the first person to get ticketed under the new law, and he's going to go to jail for 30 days. A $500 fine, probably. Both of those things. It's not clear if they let him go free, but there's footage of him being handcuffed, so maybe not. Either way, he better not get caught speeding again. Repeat offenders go to jail for 90 days.
Damn.
This is not even being under the influence. This is just going over 100 miles an hour.
But that guy, That's what I'm saying. Is they're driving so fast. Like, that's just normal to him. Oh, 104.
I guarantee you he wasn't having some adrenaline rush. It's like, I'm keeping up. I'm probably going fast, but you're basically just kind of pacing traffic. It is unreal.
I was flying down a hill in West Virginia on a Honda 450 Nighthawk. Pretty good bike. Pretty heavy. I mean, for me, medium-sized bike. But hit the bridge, and the bridge has joints in it.
Yeah.
And you know there's a sign on the bridge that says joints
Beware of
on
open
bridge?
joints, yeah.
It's not for cars. And I learned that because I started to swim a little bit.
Right.
And I mean, my heart was racing to the point like with a snowmobile.
Yeah.
That's where I was at. I mean,
you think you're about to die.
The bike was not, it was a downhill deal onto the bridge. So the bike's not slowing down.
Yeah.
And but I don't want to brake because
No.
there's all these metal joints that they had on that bridge. I think for drainage on rain.
Sure.
Or whatever it was. Or maybe just expanding because it snows there.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, you get in them. It's kind of like being in a railroad or
like the light rail trolley track.
Like a slut track downtown.
Yeah.
So once you get in it, but I was going so fast that I was like, I am never doing that again. That is the end of that. I will.
Yep.
I mean, I was terrified. I mean, I pulled over on the side of the interstate, put the kickstand down, and paced like 25 yards back and forth for a little bit. Some dude slowed down. And basically said, "Hey man, you good? Is your bike all right?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm fine. I'm
Adrenaline dump.
I'm
just
good,
scared.
dude. I'm just. I didn't want to tell him, that I thought like, oh my, because he saw me pacing. I guess he just kind of pulled over, slowed down. I was like, "Hey man, all good?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." Shaking,
Yeah, right.
shaking thumbs up.
Hey, by the way, just a couple quick texts here. First of all, as far as Zanzibar goes, we missed this one. Tenacious D mentioned Zanzibar and effort gently.
Okay. All right.
And Mike, don't be too proud of I was 17 years old.
Here they come.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty.
Got my Eagle just after my 15th birthday, earliest in my troop's history. Damn.
See? Damn. Wow.
He was slaying chicks.
More of the rain. Hey, save some for us, buddy. More of the random question coming up 206-803.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and if you know my husband Dax, then you also know he loves shopping for a car. Selling a car? Not so much.
We're really doing this, huh?
Thankfully, Carvana makes it easy. Answer a few questions, put in your VIN or license, and done. We sold ours in minutes this morning, and they'll come pick it up and pay us this afternoon.
Bye-bye, truckie.
Of course, we kept the favorite.
Hello, other truckie.
Sell your car with Carvana today. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app, and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet, and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
Little beer update for you here. Got a bunch of emails and messages over the holiday weekend about where you can find the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven and the Men's Room 20th Anniversary Lager. Here we go. Found in Vancouver, Washington at the Fred Meyer on 99.
All right.
Thanks for everything you guys do. That from Jeremy. Westy Sports and Spirits in West Seattle and Roosevelt have the Men's Room IPA on tap.
Right, so there's the Westy in West Seattle and the Westy Roosevelt. Great
That's
spot,
right.
man. Get the lemon pepper
chicken wings.
I love the Westy.
Still selling it. Let's see. Yeah, what else we got here? Oh, I'm watching the Mariners game at the Poorhouse in North Bend on Sunday, and I thought you would like to know your beer is at the top of the board on draft.
Nice.
North Bend. We have been to the Poorhouse.
We have. I know
that was the that's a little brew house up there. Because I know we were at the North Bend Tavern.
Yep.
And then we walked down to the brew house, and then we walked down to that sports bar.
Yeah.
You guys got them all in?
Maybe got one more in.
We have done some North Bend bar hopping. That is for sure.
Oh, Michelle has finally got to make it to the Pacific Northwest for my son's high school graduation and got my hands on the Men's Room Lager. The 20th anniversary edition. Tried the IPA, but I'm not an IPA guy. However, I gave the other 5 to my ex-wife's boyfriend, who is now a new fan. Lager, guys, absolutely delicious. Just wish I could have tried it the Ola days over the holiday weekend. That from Trucker Carl in the South. And one more. All but Joel's found the Men's Room IPA at the Bartell Drug on 19th Avenue Southeast Everett. That location is closing soon, and all alcohol is discounted.
Ooh,
so to
okay.
speak. Thanks, guys. That from our buddy Stevie. All right, it's a random question. 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jess. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola.
Jess, welcome to the program and the random question. All right, Jess, what do we have for you? Okay. Out of all the fast food places, what would you say is your favorite fast food meal? So not just the location, but what you like to eat.
Ooh, Del Taco. Ever since moving to Utah, that's kind of become a new favorite.
Do they have, you're down in Utah, they have Del Tacos down there?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of really great different food joints, but Del Taco seems to be probably the most, I would say, prominent.
Okay. Well, never having been there, have you been to a Taco Time?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Between Taco Time and Taco Bell.
Yeah.
What is the speed of that?
Oh, well, I would say Taco Bell, you definitely get your food faster. Taco Time, I'm not really a huge fan. Del Taco, yeah, you might wait a minute, but I tell you what, the quality of the food is worth the wait.
Okay.
Now, see, I think Del Taco is closer to a Taco Bell, but I'm also a massive Taco Time Northwest person.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too. But it's not the same as Taco Del Mar, which we used to have it.
Correct. Del Taco is its own separate thing.
So I've never been there.
It's what makes it closer to a Taco Time is they have tater tots.
What does Del mean? Because there's Del
Good
Mar,
call.
Del. I'm just saying if they're using it that much, I don't know. Because wouldn't that L or the I be the?
Of, I believe.
Del.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have a question for the Ted Smith, if you might.
What's up?
If y'all have a second.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, so there was a place back in Tacoma, and it was, it wasn't like a franchise or anything, but they had the best fish tacos that I've ever had, and it was like a Del Taco something. I can't remember the name of it, but this was like over a decade ago, and I tell you what, never had a blackened fish taco the way that I had back home, and it was probably hands down the best fish taco I ever had. I'm talking like Cajun seasoning, flour tortilla, all the fixings.
Jess, is there a question, or is this just, you telling about this wonderful place?
That makes everyone hungry.
So, you said you have a question?
Ted Smith might know because he obviously knows good food. So I thought maybe he knew something about it.
Yeah.
Was it a fast food joint or like a sit-down joint?
Well, no, it was in the Renton Highlands, and there was always a long line. It was up on Sunset Avenue, if you're familiar with the Renton Highlands.
Oh, up in Renton.
Yeah.
Renton. So that's Tacoma.
Very near Tacoma.
All right. Okay. Wow.
Like a Reconquista type thing.
By the way, Del means of the.
Yeah.
So Del Taco of the taco. And they point out Del Taco does not have tater tots. They have crinkle fries.
Okay.
Jesus.
People know their
tacos. I was getting ready to help her out, down together because I was like, isn't there a Red Star down there in Tacoma? That might
there's one in Fremont.
I don't know if there's one near Renton.
Ooh. Red Star might be where I go to dinner tonight. Doesn't feel like taco weather. You do go down there.
I gotta go.
My buddy Robbie runs that place.
Red Star is very good.
Yeah,
might have a great fish
I didn't
taco.
realize I became a taco authority.
Yeah, it's good. It's good hot weather food.
I agree.
You know what I mean? You feel like you can just eat them easier. By the way, the reason we asked what's your favorite fast food meal. You guys got one?
Ooh. The Arby's roast beef sandwich. Maybe because I just don't eat it a lot.
Well, that includes the curly fries?
And I'm a huge curly fry fan. Even the horsey sauce, all the stuff. I hate saying that, but all the stuff, man. I can eat Arby's anytime. And I don't nearly do it enough.
This is a tough question. Because Mike might agree with me. There is a very special spot in my heart for a little Taco Bell later in the evening.
Hell yeah.
But consistently, I'm going a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's a great choice. And I do like the McMuffins out of McDonald's, but I think my number one, I'm going on the opposite side there, Ted. I'm going with the Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell. I think I am always in the mood for that bad boy.
Do they still do the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell?
I believe it
Did
is
they bring
still
it
up.
back then?
Yes.
Because there was a point where they stopped. Like, look, I don't hate Taco Bell. It just is what it is. But I would go to Taco Bell specifically to grab 2 or 3 of those Mexican pizzas because they went down easy, came out just as easy, and then at some point they stopped doing it, and I just stopped going to Taco Bell.
Then they brought it back. It was around for a couple of years. It kind of went back. But I think now it's back again.
Permanent? Like, guys, just make it permanent.
It's like a couple that keeps breaking up.
So, like, guys, look, either figure it out, right?
I know my Burger King when I was a kid. I knew my McDonald's.
I still love that chicken sandwich at Burger King.
Well,
I know it's not Popeyes, but I think I just grew up
I got
on
a McCrispy at McDonald's over the weekend. It was pretty good. But the most unique one for me, I would love, just looking forward to going to Wendy's, and I would get a single with cheese, and then a chili, follow me on this one, a small fry, and a Frosty. I just thought it was one of the most unique meals you could get, because I got a Frosty, I got some chili, I got some French fries.
And the chili, and this is very smart of Wendy's.
I swear to God, it was $6, $5 back in the day.
Their chili meat, it's just the old hamburgers that didn't sell. And I'm like, that is brilliant.
And it's fresh from the day before. Well, it was never frozen.
Fresh from the day before.
What I'm saying is they take it right after. My buddy was a manager. That was a great place to go when he was closing up.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could, that Frosty machine doesn't have a cap on it or a lid. You can just keep pouring it.
I mean,
now, why is it that Wendy's always seems to have an operational Frosty machine, but McDonald's and Burger King seems like the milkshake machines go down and someone ends up in a fist fight?
It's specifically McDonald's, the one that's always joked about is that ice cream machine.
Yeah, what is it about? Like, you don't hear that from Wendy's, and they got some thick-ass stuff coming out.
I don't want to guess. I've heard is that it's a pain in the butt to clean. So the earlier you shut it down, the easier you can get out of there. So I think a lot of places might just say, hey, it's broken.
I would.
Yeah. So the story goes on fast food. After a hard day at work or school, it's sometimes easier to just pick up fast food on the way home. And in some states, that reliance on Mickey D's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, whatever, seems to be more than the rule, than the exception. So Wallet Hub, they ran the numbers on the price of burgers, pizza, chicken sandwiches in all 50 states, added up those costs, then applied the results to the median monthly income in each state, basically to figure out which ones forked over the most money at these oh-so-convenient eateries. So I'm not going to bring up any names, but look, this is the way it works out. I saw a commercial last night for a place that we know very well.
Okay.
That's now going to sell like a $6, $7 sandwich. All right? I know for a fact there's nowhere in this area that we can pick that up for this price. If you're in Oklahoma, you can. If you are in Texas, you can. But like there, you get the coupon sometimes in the...
Not available in your area.
Not available in your area. Guess where we are? The unavailable area. But I was watching that commercial last night. I'm like, you can't buy that for $6.99. I know better than that.
There should almost be like a hard rule.
It was a whole meal.
Like, look, man, I understand, like, during sporting events in particular, every fast food chain's going to advertise the crap. Cool. But I do feel like, look, if you live in an area that does not have Sonic, somehow that commercial does not play in your area, right?
Right.
Dunkin' Donuts all the time. Yeah, come down to Dunkin'. Like, love to. We live in a major-ass city, but they're not here. And I see these commercials for years where you're like, I just want to try this one thing that they're advertising, and you can't do it.
Okay. So what they did was they came up with a list of the states that eat the most fast food and the states that eat the least. So most like...
Do we go with Ted's theory here?
Happy football. Most like happy states and all those things, where you get the poorest states, worst dental care states.
West Virginia?
West Virginia is number 5. Good guess.
Mississippi.
Ding. Mississippi is number 1.
Alabama.
Yes. Alabama, number 7. Correct. You're 3 for 3.
Mississippi.
What was that? Mississippi, number 1.
Louisiana?
Louisiana is number 6, correct?
Georgia?
Georgia not in the top 10.
Damn. South Carolina.
What have we skipped over here? We got Alabama. We got
hang on, dude. What about Tennessee?
Tennessee's not on the list.
Should we leave SEC country or just be smarter?
I mean, you're kind of down there.
Florida?
Florida not on the list.
Kentucky.
Kentucky is on the list. That's it. Get least affluent.
Yeah.
Still SEC schools?
Iowa?
Iowa, nope. Iowa not on the list.
Texas?
Texas not on the list.
Nope. Too much barbecue.
Yeah,
man.
too much good food down there, I think. All the other states were New Mexico, Arkansas, Montana, Oklahoma.
That's the one I couldn't
and
think of.
Vermont.
Montana.
Vermont?
It's got to be per capita.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Just not enough people in Montana to be at the top of this list.
So Maryland does very well health-wise, so they make the least list, which is surprising because Marylanders will eat anything.
That really surprises me, man.
I think, again, though, there's enough like little mom and pop shops.
That is very
Like,
true.
for instance, one night it was late. My sister and her friends wanted to order fast food, and I said, no, we're going to order from a local place.
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
Delicious.
Right. Massachusetts, number 10, as far as people who don't go out and eat fast food.
All right.
New Jersey, 9, which makes sense because New Jersey's got great food.
Everything, yeah.
You don't need to go to one of those places.
Hey, you got to go to a sandwich shop and get yelled at.
Exactly.
Connecticut. What kind of ham?
I asked 3 times. No, you didn't.
True story. Happened to me. Great sub.
Toasted.
I don't know. I don't know. It's an Italian sub. Just put some ham on it.
Right. What kind of ham? Like ham, man.
And I said, what kind of ham you got? We got capicola. We got this. We got that. Jesus Christ.
I don't know the difference.
Put ham on it.
Would you know the difference?
No. Capicola's spicier.
Connecticut is one of the states that eats the least amount of fast food. Utah, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Maryland, Virginia, Colorado, number 2. And the number 1 state that eats the least amount of fast food would be Washington State.
Really?
Washington State.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there are areas that have fast food establishments.
For sure.
But once you get east over the mountains, you have to be in Spokane. You need to be in Yakima. You need to be in Pullman. You need to be in one of those.
You got to be
towns.
on 90.
Yeah.
You guys would have lost your
Ellensburg.
mind in Orlando, where we stayed. We weren't downtown. Or somewhere near Disney, somewhere near Universal, because every street there is named either Disney or Universal. Anyway, they had a Hooters.
Nice.
Didn't make it in it. We just didn't have time, but we're like, ooh, we really want to go to Hooters. Olive Garden saved our life, but those are everywhere. But Ted, the big one, my wife got super excited, and we didn't go, but a sit-down Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah, that's old school.
And I mean, like, it's all right there. I told Miles, it's like you took every suburb in this country, put it in a pinata, and broke it over Orlando. They had places you forgot existed.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
a Sizzler.
Yeah, dude, stuff like that, right? I mean, there's stuff for old people, there's stuff for young people. But if you've heard of it before, if there's a TV commercial, Orlando had it. And I mean,
They have a Long John Silver's.
They got everything. Seriously, like we were like, this is unbelievable. It's almost
keep asking them, Miles. I know you got a couple more.
Yeah.
They have an Arthur Treacher's.
No Arthur Treacher's, I'm afraid.
We got to see if there's any of those periods.
What was a hot dog commercial I saw the other night for some hot dog chain? Maybe was it Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah, it's a hot dog
Is that a chain?
Where are they?
Feel like the mall.
Okay, all right, so it's that kind of thing. By the way, there's Nathan's everywhere down there.
Yep.
I've never been to one.
Me neither. I was unaware that Nathan's existed outside of New York. So everywhere we walked in, I'm like, there's another freaking Nathan. They have Nathan's hot dogs like everywhere else has a McDonald's. It was everywhere. Never got a hot dog from there, though.
I think my first one, if I can find it, is a Texas Roadhouse.
Do not recall seeing Texas Roadhouse in Orlando.
Oh. I thought about it when I was driving by JBL then. I'm like, I wonder if I could just go up to the gate and try to talk my way in.
So it's physically
in Yeah.
So
on
we
the base.
can't just drive there and say, hey, look.
I don't know.
We're just here for Texas Roadhouse. Do all the security stuff you got to do, but honest to God, man. We
I don't want to be. Do I want to be patted down for Texas Roadhouse or whatever they got to do? Even if they would let you in.
Yes,
Like I
I'd be
get on
willing
my
to
car
do
and
that, man.
spread them. I'm like for a baked potato.
For Texas Roadhouse?
Look, if I really want a Texas Roadhouse, and they
Well,
say,
I
look,
do.
you can go in here, but understand you're going to go through all the security protocols. We're like, cool. It's no different than the airport, right? You go through all this
Except it's a
crap.
restaurant.
Look, I know, but at the
there's
airport,
one-
I go to Hudson freaking News. You know what I mean? Like, come
There's
on.
one
man.
in Bellingham now.
Okay.
A Texas Roadhouse.
But I'm down in Tacoma more. So
Right.
like
Oh, all
Mike,
right.
Mike, you want to go to Texas Roadhouse? That's
Yeah.
the closest one. Do you really want to drive 4 hours to Bellingham to go to a Texas Roadhouse?
No. I'd rather have somebody sneak me in on the base.
By the way, there are a couple of Wiener Schnitzel locations in Tacoma.
There is. There's one around the Fife area.
Yeah, someone said Fife as well. Honestly, man, I'd never heard of this.
Oh, yeah. I had it. It's
It's
fine.
a hot dog chain.
Yeah, it's fine.
And what is it about there? Like, how many different versions? Is it just like pick your own toppings, or
I was in there once, and they do have hot dogs like McDonald's has burgers. Like, would you like it this style? Would you like it that style? Would you like the number one? The
But
number
even
two?
McDonald's is limited. Like, do you want one patty? Do you want two? Would you like cheese on them? Would you like lettuce, pickles, and right? And you're kind of done.
Right. Like it says it's not extensive, but like
Well,
you get a dog.
here's the key about Florida. Florida exists on because there's so many different working hours of the general population.
Yeah.
Whether they're in tourism, whether they're in whatever they're in. So the Waffle House is open 24 hours a day.
That is correct.
So you go to Waffle House, at midnight if you want to. 12:30. You get off shift. You get out of the bar wherever you are. You go to Waffle House. You could also go to Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
They also have.
Wait, is Perkins 24 hours?
Oh yeah.
I'll be damned.
Denny's down there.
I did
24
not know.
Denny's is 24 hours because that's their competition.
Sure.
So everyone that lives in that world, they're open 24 hours. The Towson type diner that you used to go to.
Yeah, love Towson Diner.
Well, they have those kind of diners with a different name.
Yeah.
But they're open 24 hours a day. So the difference is, man, that mid-level tier place where you can go and sit down and get something to eat.
Yeah.
They've got like 9 of them. Hooters will close at midnight or 11 or whatever the deal is. But
They rolled until 2, man.
yeah,
At least where we were, it just, like I said, I'm across the street smoking a cigarette, and it's just like suburbia as far as you can see. But I'm like, I know every single restaurant I'm looking at here. I have not seen some of these in like 30 years.
So where did you actually order food from?
Well, because we had so many kids with us, and so there's 9 boys on this team. And as parents, we were smart enough to know, like, do not ask them what they want, because we'll be here for an hour and a half sorting it all out. So we just said, Olive Garden. They're all in for Olive Garden. Now, keep in mind, we did not physically leave the hotel. There's an embassy suite, so they have this massive kind of atrium in the lobby thing. We just commandeered a table. Olive Garden delivers this food. Now, we just got regular crap, right? The pasta, this, that, and the other. But because so many people ordered, they gave us more breadsticks than you would think Olive Garden even has in one location. Look, Olive Garden, I don't know how many breadsticks you have on hand, but it was unbelievable. And I will put it this way, Ted. So we're there for 3-4 days.
They are
whatever it is.
good.
They're super good. So we sit down. Everyone eats a few breadsticks because we're there. They're still hot. We eat our meals. Everyone takes some breadsticks home with them. I go up to our room. It's about midnight. And my son's in there hanging out with 2 of his buddies. Open the door. They're playing video games. They're eating breadsticks. All right, cool. The next morning we get up. Me and our friends back down to the lobby. They're like, yeah, my son will be down in a minute. He's eating breadsticks. And we realize everybody probably, this is no joke, everyone had at least 18 to 30 extra breadsticks in the room. And the kids are mealing these things. So on one of the other nights, we got Olive Garden again, and we had to tell them no breadsticks. Like, we have breadsticks for days, man.
I have stopped outside. I have stopped just to pick up breadsticks and salad. Once, as a girl I was dating, her dad, that's what they like, the breadsticks and salad. But
Dude, he'd love this.
Same thing, yeah.
You know what else they have down there? They have barbecue chains. Seattle's got great barbecue. It's individually owned. It's expensive. Look, if you go to a gas station, get good barbecue, get great barbecue. Down there, they have Famous Dave's and
they got everything.
Like chain barbecue places. All right, more of the random question coming up 206-803-ROCK.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Thanks for selling your car to Carvana. Here's your check.
Whoa, when did I get here?
What do you mean?
I swear it was just moments ago that I accepted a great offer from Carvana online. I must have time traveled to the future.
It was just moments ago. We do same-day pickup. Here's your check for that great offer.
It is the future.
It's the present and just the convenience of Carvana. Sorry to blow your mind.
It's all good. Happens all the time.
Sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times may vary and fees may apply.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Random question 206-803-ROCK. Hello, Wesley. Welcome to the Men's Room.
How's it going, guys?
Hola. Wesley, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's go with this one. How did you break a bone?
How did I break a phone?
Yep, a bone. Bone.
Oh, bone.
Or phone, whatever.
I've actually been on the radio with you guys 3 or 4 times because of where I live. The service always cuts out on Bainbridge Island. I guess that's why they call it Kidnap County.
Oh, is that what they call it?
I did not know that.
That is a beautiful name. Well, I live out here and have a little hobby.
Meet a lot of different people.
Yeah.
How did I break a bone?
Yes, correct.
Well, which one?
How many have you broken?
Yeah.
I think around 35.
Jesus, man. How so? What do you do?
Well, I'm a chef by trade, but I used to race motocross, and I snowboarded most of my life, and I played football and all that. So,
What was the bone you broke the most then? Collarbone?
I actually broke 5 vertebrae in my back snowboarding on a golf course of all places.
What?
Wow. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Bainbridge, but there's a golf course called Meadowmere.
Okay.
On the 8th hole, you drive basically across a valley that's, I don't know, only a couple of yards or 100 yards to the hole, but in between it's this big valley, and then down below they have one of those land bridges for the golf carts.
Yeah.
So when it snows, we would make like a tabletop style jump out of that land bridge. And this one particular year, it snowed really hard, and then everything froze. And then early February, we got like 5 more inches of snow. So we're like, this is perfect. Second time I went off it, I kind of felt like a big ice bump. Oh, just to let you know, underneath that new snow was like 5 inches of frozen solid ground and ice.
Right.
All right.
So I came up to this jump, and I felt this big bump of ice like kick the end of my snowboard out. So when I went off it, I kind of knew I was messed up, and I grabbed my board and let it go and went to land. And my snowboard shot out so fast that I landed like I was sitting down from like 15 feet up. And it just pop. Broke 5 vertebrae.
How long is that recovery?
That one actually probably get made worse, to tell you the truth, because the day after that, a bunch of us met from, like, all our friends from high school. They were all, like, playing football and having snowball fights in the snow or whatever, and the girl that I was dating at the time I hadn't seen for, like, 4 days, so she comes running up and jumps up around me like I'm supposed to grab her.
Supposed to, yes.
Yeah. So it made it worse, but it was, all in all, it was about a year and a half.
Okay. Damn. What was the so is that the worst one out of all your breaks?
Well, recently I had basically 4 or 3.5 broken ribs. That was really painful.
Who punched you?
We were remodeling a bathroom, so the other bathroom we had like a old school, like nice big high sided ceramic coated like clawfoot tub.
All right.
And it's kind of awkward to get out of anyways. And I had eaten an edible, and it was
no.
I was tired anyways because I get up at 5:30. So those stupid little sticky pads that are supposed to hold your feet, when I went to stand up, it slipped out from underneath me, and all my weight, and I'm not a big guy, but I'm like 5'10", like 225. All my weight came down on my left side of my ribs.
See, that sucks based on sleeping on your side, laughing, coughing.
Everything, right?
I mean, just and sneezing.
It's the worst medical bill you get because you get there and they go, yeah, you broke some ribs. And now there's
doing
nothing we can do.
Correct. Unless you puncture something.
If you puncture something, sure. Broken ribs are like, look, man, there's nothing we can do. That's still going to cost you $7,000.
How many broken bones, Ted?
I mean, technically broken bones. I mean, I guess just the finger. Like, I've had hematomas. I've dislocated my knee.
Right.
Yeah, mine's 6, all ankles.
I don't know.
But I've never, and I've like rolled an ankle, but I don't think I've ever actually broke. So it might only be like one.
Oh, I've broken ribs.
You had broken ribs.
Twice.
I mean, I have 12 staples in my head.
I broke my ankle when I was a kid. And then you say you broke your wrist, but the way the doctor explained it to me, it was like 7 of the tiniest bones in your wrist.
Which made it worse.
Well, she even said, when I went in there for this, she even said, look, this happens to people all the time. Don't worry about it. It's only going to be bad if you broke this, or this, and the chances of that are very unlikely. Like, cool. She comes back with the x-ray. She's like, you broke every single one that most people don't. So it's not that it's the end of the world, but I had that hand cast for 12 weeks. And I'm left-handed. It's on my left hand, like wiping your ass, tying your shoes. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's, like, I had a buddy that started ice skating.
Yeah.
And same thing, right? That's what they always tell you, fall back with, like, your elbows or something so you don't put your hand down. And they were like, and somebody told him, like, it's fine, just don't break this one bone.
Yep.
He broke I don't know what that bone is.
I don't know
his
either.
wrist, but he broke the same one.
And it's tiny, man.
And he was in that cast for same thing, however long it took. It was a while.
Yeah, when they showed me the x-ray, she kind of points like, this is the bone specifically that you broke. And I'm like, that's the smallest bone in my wrist. She's like, yep. And for whatever reason, if you break that one, it just turns to hell.
I've only ever had one confirmed bone break, and that was my toe. I was playing tag with my cousins. Tag in my basement, playing tag with my cousins. And I ran through a doorway and just didn't clear the doorway and ran my toe straight in the
big one?
No, it was like my ring toe.
Oh, does it stick out farther?
I can make it bend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It looks like it has a knuckle on it. I can 90 degree that bad boy.
That's hot.
Reason we asked, how did you break a bone? We go to England. Well, multiple Brits. I'm not sure if this was in England or not. We're left with broken bones after being urged to quickly evacuate a delayed Ryanair flight. due to, I guess, a false alarm. So the alarm goes off. They're all on the plane on the runway, and just after midnight. This is at Palma Airport. So passengers started screaming as they desperately jumped from the plane's wing.
I think it was a fire alarm, right? So you're on a plane and all that fuel, you haven't taken off yet, the alarm goes off. Yeah, people are in a panic.
So 18 people on this plane were injured from jumping off the wing of an airplane. I don't know if I'd do that, man.
Dude, if you thought the plane was on...
Well, you also
difference.
can't see. It's night.
If you think the plane's on fire, and one, you're on a wing, so just, you're going to jump off. Like, I get it, but I'd be irritated when they go, hey, our bad, it was a false alarm.
One woman said her 57-year-old mom has suffered a broken ankle in 3 places after jumping and is now having surgery. See, that's one thing, dude. You got a 15-year-old son with you, right?
Yeah.
Throw him off of it. Yeah. Your 57-year-old mom.
I mean, they say they're typically, that would be somewhere between 16 and a 20-foot drop. That's a long way.
No, I would never do that. I think the farthest I've jumped off anything back onto land's probably maybe 8 feet.
Maybe.
Into grass with a roll.
And that's a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's sometimes you'll get up on something, and then when you look down, you're like, oh, man, that seems taller than I want to jump off. I don't want to break my ankle.
But again, if you think something's on fire, like I would never actively jump out of the second-story window of a building, but if I thought it's on fire, like, I'm going to jump, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So basically, the pilot comes on and says, we're all on the plane, but they make the announcement saying we're about to go in about 5 minutes. Then all of a sudden, there's a huge bang. She said, I did not worry too much. Then everyone was screaming and running. The air stewardess, they started screaming too. Get off the plane! Leave your belongings! So apparently it was utter chaos inside this plane.
Yeah. We're telling you the plane is on fire.
They opened the emergency door, and people were running out onto the wing. And then they shut down the engines because people were running out on the wing.
Yeah. Right, with the engines sped, right.
Then they jumped off the wing.
Wait, they didn't have the slides?
Probably didn't have time to wait for it. They just freaking jumped out onto the wing.
I mean... Now, look, I know the plane's on fire. I believe it's on fire. But either way, I'm looking at the wing that's 16 to 20 feet up. Or, hey, man, is there a button you can hit to get that slide down?
There's another video that shows other passengers using a different door and emergency exit slide. So, yes, there was a safe way off this plane. But look, 18 people got hurt. That means that not everyone knew that.
Yeah, obviously.
Because, I mean, they say a bunch of people...
That's why you listen at the beginning of the flight, where they explain where your emergency exits are.
People were falling all over each other to get off, running all over the place. The flight attendants looked as shocked as the passengers.
Well, sure.
So that's when it gets scary.
You never actually expect something to go wrong at work.
You really don't. I mean, I just don't. But I do pay attention to where their exits are.
Right.
And that's the only thing I pay attention to. With the flight attendants, I got to go through that stuff. And I'm like, just wait for the exits, then I'm out.
So he had a couple sprained ankles, but 6 people were taken to the hospital. But most passengers were disembarking using the inflatable slides. All right. You have that opportunity.
That's insult to injury.
You have that opportunity to finally do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like the banana splits. You can finally just ride down the big slide. Next thing you know.
Do you think if they're going out the wing, though, I'm assuming that means somebody in the wing finally got to do that. Open that door. It's an emergency.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that guy who said
wait 25 years to get the call.
They really served me wondering.
You think they assisted other passengers out onto the wing?
No.
Apparently they didn't. Or they missed one of the steps. Because, right, it seems like they could have opened that thing, and then there should have been another slide out there, right?
Which proves everything that I've been saying. It does not matter that they say, yeah, I'll do it. They don't do it.
Why do you have to agree to assist people? Like, look, I will get the door open, and as you have just done in your display, pointing where everything is, they know the exits are. Right? So
this way.
If the plane's on fire or whatever's going on, like, look, I'll open the door. I'll activate the slide, but I'm going to slide out.
Look, they're analyzing you the entire time. Those questions mean nothing. They're looking at your size. They're looking at your age. They could ask you, what's your favorite color, Mr. Montgomery? And if I go, blue, they go, okay, no, you can't sit here.
Right. But can you do it by
the airport? So they just want to ask you anything.
Can you look at some guy, he's 330 pounds, he's sitting in the seat, right? And you say, hey, do you speak English? That's always the first thing, like, yes, I do. Will you assist people? Of course you're going to say, yeah, because it's a comfortable seat. Like, I'm not, but I'm going to tell you, yeah. But you couldn't just call me out and be like, Mr. Hill, we think you're a damn liar, right? I am lying. But you can't say it.
You're going to have to move me to first class.
Look at the big guy and go like, well, you're 330 pounds. I mean, like, how do you How do you? I've only seen one person get moved once, and it was a super old lady, and she did not speak English very well.
Gotcha.
Right, so we kind of understood, and she
Two
was cool
strikes,
with
you're
it.
out.
But wait, how do you because they just asked the one question?
It's got to be a judgment call.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
You're right. I've
absolutely
only
will.
seen older people asked to leave that seat.
You ain't gonna help anybody, and neither am I. But I can just lie and say, sure,
I
man.
think you can't just be clearly unable to help.
They know.
Yeah.
They look
But
at you
even then, like I said, they don't expect any emergency to actually happen. So they
You know
make
what?
sure that you're competent enough for them to be able to have, plausible deniability. We didn't
That's
know he
a
was
good
this wasted.
point. If they honestly thought, like if the flight attendants were like, man, I heard that weird banging on our last flight, they'd probably look at me and be like, get your ass up, man.
Right.
We know you're lying, and we fully expect something to go wrong.
I will say, though, and I don't know the statistics, when I was on the train, inadvertently, I sat my mother and I in the emergency, bust out this window.
Okay.
So this has already been, we're in New York, we'd switched. You got to make sure you get another seat. I wasn't in business class where they would have your seat set. And I remember she looks at me and goes, do you think this is okay? And I just went, it's not, but I don't feel like moving.
No.
Well, we're going to roll the dice and say this train stays on the tracks.
I don't
Come
feel
on.
like moving.
Right? You're right to ask.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you, we're not moving.
I'm not going to help anybody. But yeah, sure. I'll answer your question. Yeah. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Eric, welcome to the program. Random question. Okay. Eric, any object that you have ever owned in your life, have you ever had a nickname for that? So some people, for an example, let's say, I don't know, the Big Dumper, right? If you asked him if he had a favorite bat growing up,
yeah,
probably had a name for it. Or a favorite glove. Or a boat.
Right.
Or something that you've owned.
Everyone does cars except you. We established that.
A stuffed animal, a blanket when you were a kid.
You used to have a plant 2 years ago outside. I have no idea what this plant was. My wife planted it. She told me a million times. Anyway, this thing had a jet black stalk, jet black leaves, and for whatever reason, he just became Batman. He looked like the Batman among the plant. But I realized because I gave him a name, I'd be out there watering the yard, and it's stupid. It's not like the plant talked to me, but I'd be like, "What's up, Batman?"
Here you go, Batman.
I didn't talk to any of the other plants, just Batman. Yeah. Like we go back or something. And I found out to get my kids, we got a couple of indoor plants that we inherited from my parents when they moved to New Mexico, right? And of course, they're big and all this kind of thing. You know, the kids aren't really going to help you upkeep these things. I gave them names, and once we named them, I was like, "Hey, man, you water Ferdinand?" Just because it has a name, the kids, I'm on it. I water Ferdinand. I'm telling you, it worked.
You should have named them their plates at dinner. So, Eric, do you have a nickname for anything?
I really don't. I think, just for the kids, that's about it. The random nicknames for the children.
Do you have nicknames for the children that they don't know that you have for them?
That are
No, I think it depends on their behavior.
Yeah. But you even have a go-to negative nickname, like when they've effed up and you want to address them. You even have a negative nickname there.
Little assholes. That's about it.
Okay. I'm trying to think what I've had nicknames for, other than people, which we do
all the time.
But people don't know that.
They shouldn't.
Right.
I nicknamed the car Marshmallow just because of the way that it looked.
It does look like a marshmallow.
And it's been a minute since it's been cleaned, so now it's the burnt marshmallow.
It could be like the family truckster, like Griswold.
There you go.
Based on the fact that it is it's a station wagon.
Old Woody.
I haven't named my car, but again, my buddy bought it in 06. It's an Acura, and one of his sons put in whatever the tint is you can have before it's illegal. That's what I have. So some of my friends think I look like I sell bad drugs.
So wait a minute. So you can still drive the car, even though the tent is illegal?
No, it's right up to the point.
Oh, okay.
Because he worked at a detail shop, so he knows what the limit is.
Yeah.
But
so if a cop pulls you over, they're going to check it.
Yeah, because sometimes, when I pull into my building at night, I got to roll the window down because it's so damn dark. You can't see everything. I saw him the other night, and I was like, he's like, it's cool, right? I go, it's cool. Yeah. Everybody thinks I'm still selling Coke.
Yeah.
Right? And it's an 06.
They just knock on your window.
Yeah. It's a
hey,
great.
man.
I went to pick up one of my buddies, and he was just like, now. And I was like, yeah, it's me in there. Come on out.
Raise me ask what object.
You've been in it, Mike.
I'm going to get shaken down.
Yeah. What object do you have a nickname for? Does your car have a nickname? A third of Americans say they've named their car, according to a new survey. Yeah. Well, basically, that's one of them. The poll asked people what the car name is. So what they did was they put the names into kind of categories. So most answers fit into one of three categories. So you have pulp culture names, things like the Batmobile. The Love Bug or the Millennium Falcon. Something like that.
All right. I think I should call mine the 8-ball because it's black, like an 8-ball.
And you do look like a Coke dealer.
But you're not talking. Yeah.
8-ball.
I'll stick by the 8-ball.
Strong names like the Beast or the Silver Bullet.
That was my Camaro. Was the Beast.
We called we have an Escalade. It's big. We called it Beast. My buddy, he had a car that we always called the Silver Bullet. It was a 1984 Chevy. Basically, we did it ironically. If you
That's what I was going to say. They say
it decelerated in second
You're
gear.
either being proud of that if you name it the Beast or Silver Bullet, or you're being completely sarcastic.
Yes, the Silver Bullet.
So if
was
you have a
completely
Suzuki
sarcastic.
Samurai or something like that,
the
you call it
Beast.
the Beast. People understand that.
I had a buddy. He had a car that was so old and big, we just called it the boat.
Yeah.
And he got it our senior year in high school, and it was like, the boat's coming by at 7. Like, nice.
Yeah. And then they have these deprecating names.
Want to try that again, Mike?
Deprecating.
There
Jesus
it is.
Christ. You don't talk for a week, man. It's
About to say, how was the break, Miles?
It was great. Things like the turtle, the slug, and the puddle jumper. One person said they named their car the Rolling Turd. A separate poll last year found the top things we consider when naming our car is personality, make, and model, and how it performs. So they said 1 in 8 Americans say they actually have feelings for their car.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's back in the day. At one point, we had 3 vehicles. We had a brown Volkswagen bus, a brown 1973 Pontiac Grand Am, and my dad had a brown Datsun, whatever, 2-seater. But you put them in the garage, and my brother always called it the toilet bowl.
That was the color of the cars at the time.
I know.
That was probably like a 260 or 280Z.
Were brown, and when you open the garage, it looked like someone just took a big old dump in your garage. Yeah.
One guy says, I call my 2001 Honda Odyssey the Dirtmobile because I use it more as a pickup truck rather than a kid hauler.
Fair enough.
That's fair. I've seen that.
More of the random question coming up, 206-803-ROCKS.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Possibility means you have a chance.
Passion opens the door to all possibilities.
When I feel like anything's possible, I feel kind of giddy.
I want to be an astronaut, an artist, an actress.
To visit another country.
All I need is a backpack and a pair of shoes, and I'll find a way.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
I've never felt like more things are possible than right now.
In the right shoes, anything's possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and if you know my husband Dax, then you also know he loves shopping for a car. Selling a car? Not so much.
We're really doing this, huh?
Thankfully, Carvana makes it easy. Answer a few questions, put in your VIN or license, and done. We sold ours in minutes this morning, and they'll come pick it up and pay us this afternoon.
Bye-bye, Truckee.
Of course, we kept the favorite.
Hello, other Truckee.
Sell your car with Carvana today. Terms and conditions apply.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Cars and traffic, that's your categories, and your guess is as good as mine. Cut off at 4:30. In the meantime, it is a random question. 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola from Olala.
Hola in Olala.
Jeff, welcome to the program. Random question. Jeff, how old are you?
54.
Okay. Great question for you. Jeff, when do you hope that you will retire?
2029 when my daughter graduates high school.
2029.
Okay.
All right. Do you think that it is a reasonable goal?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So what was the plan? You've been saving, you got a pension, what do you do?
I joined the Marine Corps out of high school, did 10 years, and then moved here, worked for Disney for about 12. Now I'm a consultant.
What did you do with Disney?
I was a web developer, actually, in Seattle.
Did you work in the Smith Tower?
Yeah.
On the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
In a glass elevator, you always saw that like, Disney's in Seattle. That's when I used to go to the bar up top.
Starwave.
All right.
The old Starwave by Vulcan.
I'll be down. Well, I would assume you did pretty well on that deal.
Oh, I was, entry level, so I didn't, I just kind of worked my way.
Yeah, getting that Mickey money.
I don't know if you could probably got an NDA, but like, what if you're a Disney employee and you want to go to Disneyland? Take your family. Do you pay anything?
They hook you up. I got a pension from them for 12 years, but I took my 4-year-old down there at California Adventure. I got like 40% off for the.
So they won't give you a free pass, but they will give you a deal.
Oh yeah, I used to get free passes. Yeah,
like to the actual park and the rides, etc.
Oh yeah, you got a card every year, man. It was kind of cool.
And can you take that to any Disney thing around the world? So if you're Disney Paris.
Actually, what's funny is I actually ended up traveling and I went to Disney Tokyo right when they opened, and I could use my ticket there if I had time, but I had to work.
Well, also too, when you're doing something that other people think is cool, it's still a job to you.
Yeah.
So it's the last thing that you want to do, being a Disney employee.
Go to Disney.
Go to a Disney on your day off.
Yeah. Yeah, but we would fly down to do work in Burbank, right? And so I'd eat at Bob's Big Boy, but we get off work and we'd haul butt down to the park and hang out until it closed, and then drive back or get up early Saturday weekday for the weekend.
I mean,
if you're working, that's one thing.
I mean, look, we just went to Orlando last week, and I had always shot the kids down when they were younger. Want to go to Disney World? I'm like, no, there's zero chance. So since we were going to be in Orlando, I made them the offer. I said, guys, look, if you want to do Disney, we can do it because it's right there. And they were both like, nah, cool. Then I find out after I get to Florida, my son does want to go to the Universal Water Park, Volcano Ridge, Volcano
did kids
Cove. They did, but the thing is, right, so I'm already like, this is the last thing I want to do. But whatever. We're going to go. We're going to do it as a family. We're meeting one of his buddies there. You drive to the parking lot, and then from the parking lot, you are ushered to all these buses that they have, and the buses take you to the park proper. No big deal. We happen to be some of the first people to get on the bus, so we got seats. But they do pack as many people on the bus as they can. And again, understood. A lot of people are getting on this bus. They have bags because you have towels, all the stuff you need, all right? Yeah. So we're riding, and I realize that there's someone's bag kind of resting on my shoulder. But again, it's crowded. I don't care. It's no big deal. The bus hits this pothole. So the weight of the bag kind of surprised me, like presses down on my left shoulder. So I glance over. It's not a bag, Ted. It's a woman's single, very large butt cheek.
Just tagging you.
This thing is draped over my shoulder, and I cannot believe the size of this butt. But I only looked at it for about 2 seconds. I got distracted, you see, when the little girl in front of me sneezed on my knee.
Oh.
So at this point, I'm like, I need to get off this bus. I got an ass on my shoulder. I got snot on my knee. None of it's mine. But the park itself, it was fine. It was fine.
Okay. Volcano Bay.
Looking
it up now.
And like I said,
was there like one of those big slides that shoots you straight down?
So there's a massive volcano that they've constructed in the middle. And I don't remember if the slide goes all the way from the top to the bottom.
Like the one that terrified me because of my daughter.
But they do have a few tall ones, but my kid and his buddy, they were bitching because of the line. They're like, dude, we waited 40 minutes. I'm like, right, guys, we're in Universal. That's how it works. So we just hit the lazy river and just floated around.
Yeah.
Universal. And then around the July 4th holiday. Only because I've been to Disney World on the 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the busiest time to be in those places.
And they're like, God, the line was so long. I'm like, yes. That's the whole thing about this. That's why I go to the bar.
I do see that. They got a lot of different slides.
Dude, they got it going on there. I'll give them that. They do it. But ironically, the park was closed because of the park was closed because of lightning, okay? And I understand that. The typical Florida lightning storm going through there. So they had to close the park. What's funny is it's now dumping rain, and people are running to get to their towels and running to take cover. And I'm like, You were just in the lazy river with me. We are already wet head to toe. Why is the rain? Like, they don't want to get wet.
Because they're dry clothes.
I'm
Their
like,
T-shirts, their shoes.
No, I understand, but I'm saying people taking shelter. I'm like, you were just on a water slide. Like, you're already wet. It's just rain, man.
Reason we asked, when do you all hope that you retire? Here we go.
Did you guys get a bite to eat at the Feasting Frog?
I did not go to the Feasting Frog, but we did. Man, one thing I will say.
What a great name.
It is, and maybe it's different at the other parks at Universal, but I was surprised how bad the food was. It was like you were at a low-rent carnival as far as the food goes. And it just surprised me because I'm like, look, man, this ain't cheap to be here. And I just thought the food, at least selection would be better. But, I mean, it's your standard dry-ass pretzel, this foot-long, weird football-shaped pizza thing that didn't even look good, and a hot dog with pineapple jam.
Yeah, maybe like a turkey sandwich.
Maybe. Something.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, there are no good offers.
And that's one of the things about the parks, right? As many times I've been to Disney, like there's good restaurants you can go to and stuff.
But the general food is bad like that?
The general food is just kind of expensive concessions.
It just surprised me. That's all. I expected better.
Most of the clientele, right?
It's children. Yes.
Right. And they're like, I like this pretzel.
Yeah.
Nuggets. The reason we're talking retirement, Matt Cameron has departed Pearl Jam. In a social media statement, Trevor announced he'd be leaving the band after 27 years.
Damn.
Much love and respect to Jeff, Ed, Mike, and Stone for inviting me into the band in 98.
But not Eddie.
Giving me the opportunity. I didn't say it, Ed. Giving me the opportunity of a lifetime.
It would seem odd if he left out better.
Like, damn, man.
Well, we know where the riff is.
Eddie Vedder. Filled with friendships, artistry, challenges, and laughter. I am forever grateful to the crew, staff, and fans the world over. It's been an incredible journey. More to follow. More to follow. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. That, to me, is the curious statement.
What, more to follow?
Yes.
You think he's in a different band, or do you think he's going to do the studio thing? Where
he's already in
Soundgarden.
Right.
I'm just...
But are they doing anything? I know they're putting out the record.
I don't know. The band says, from being one of our first musical heroes in the bands like Skinyard and the Mighty Soundgarden to playing on he played on their first demos in 1990.
Oh, damn.
Matt Cameron has been a singular and true powerhouse of a musician and a drummer. Also, Temple the Dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing. He's involved in so many of those.
And it's funny, you talk to him, he's like, oh, my wife's the musician.
Oh, really?
He's like, oh, yeah. Remember, he said, like, look, people know my name because of the bands I've been in, but apparently she is like this, I don't know, like Juilliard trained kind of, basically, she knows music, and he's like, you might like me as a drummer. He's like, I'm embarrassing compared to her.
So, of course, in Soundgarden from 86 to 97, and then from 2010 to 2017, he worked with Queens of the Stone Age. Never officially joined the band. But Pearl Jam marked his longest stretch of time in a single band. And not only that, you got to remember, he's getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here when Soundgarden goes in.
Okay. Is Pearl Jam already in?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's in twice.
How cool is that, man?
Yeah.
Plus, he's a really nice guy.
He's a super nice guy, yeah.
He's one. I mean, we've met other like musicians from big bands that are very nice. And I don't know if he plans on it, but he's the only one I've ever met that, like, you're like, this just seems like a guy.
He is.
That's the difference. Yeah. A lot of them are nice, but you're still aware of who they are. When we talk to Matt Cameron, I'm like, this could be any just cool dude you meet at the bar. It just happens to be Matt Cameron. Mm-hmm. Right? No ego, no superstar, anything. And it's like, you are in some of the biggest bands ever. And he's very much just like, I lucked out.
I just think there's something about saying that you're retiring from Pearl Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be in something else. Like a guy like that. He might, maybe he's just like, all right, I'm done with this. But like,
he didn't say music.
Right. I can't imagine that guy's done with music. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, maybe he's just like, all right, I'm just done with this chapter.
Didn't Pearl Jam get the guy from Jane's Addiction?
You're the drummer?
Guitarist.
Navarro?
The guy that, I'm sorry, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, I know you're talking.
John.
It's not. He has a longer last name. I know. They played on one album.
With an F, maybe?
Something?
Yeah, something F. Starts with an F.
I think, but it's not Frusciante.
No, it is. It's something else.
Random.
Josh Klingenberg?
Klingenberg. I think that's it.
God almighty.
Klingenberg. No F to be found.
Nope. No F's given.
But that's how we do it. It has an F.
We think
Klingenberg.
out loud.
Yeah.
No research.
Hello, Joshua. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how are you?
Hola. Josh, we're doing well. How are you, man? Hola.
I'm good.
All right, Josh, you on your way home or are you home?
I'm about 6 minutes from home.
Okay. Now, if you said, come over real quick, I just got to pick up some stuff in my house, and then we'll head to dinner, head to the bar. If I walked in your house, what would you say to me?
Yeah, because I've done that thousands of times, and it always includes my truck or van or something else or me lifting something. But, yeah, no worries.
But what would you say before I came in your home? Would you tell me, like, hey, man, take off your shoes?
Any house rules?
Sorry, I haven't cleaned.
My wife would say take off your shoes because she's Asian. So if you came in my house with your shoes, you would get run out real fast with an umbrella.
Okay.
With an umbrella? Wow.
Would you?
Whatever she can find at the door.
Okay. Would you say your home is a mess?
No, it's absolutely pristine, and I don't clean. So it's not on me. I'm just telling you that.
So does she pretty well take? You do the work. She does the other job.
Yeah, I do all the work. She's worked a couple of times. She enjoys working sometimes. Like she just recently was working at Costco in the bakery and doing stuff and whatnot. But a lot of the time, she takes time off and she does. She's a professional portrait artist.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Okay. So, selling
pastries,
that's
doing pictures.
That's very impressive about the artistic part of it. But I'm back to the bakery at Costco.
Yeah, that's exactly where I want to circle back.
What could she bring home for you? I mean, are you fat?
All kinds of weird stuff. Like when they had leftover batters, they would just like mix them together at the end of the night and throw them in a bin and make like muffins or cakes or whatever out of them.
All right.
And then bring them home, and like we didn't pay for them or anything, but she would put like chocolate blueberry sesame seed and bring it home. Like, what do you think of this? It's like, that's weird, but it's not bad.
That's weird.
Weird.
All right. Okay. So before you met your wife, would you say you kept a tidy house?
I kept a tidy house as much as I could, but before I met my wife, I had, I owned my house, but to own it, I had 2 or 3 roommates, to help pay the mortgage.
Right. Gotcha.
And so it was basically like, come home and clean up all the whatever, and be like, dude, what the heck, and why are you passed out on the couch with your pants down?
Because we're roommates, buddy. Hey.
Yeah.
We only do
Suns
this
out, buns out.
when we have roommates. That's the weird. If you lived alone, you wouldn't do it.
Nope.
You have roommates, you're like, yeah, my pants are down and pass out on the couch.
So they asked a bunch of people, if someone showed up at your place right now, would the first words out of your mouth be, sorry, it's such a mess?
First words out of my mouth, it never changes. If you've never been there before, ignore the dog. Just ignore the dog. She's fine. She's fine. But you have to
don't
say,
pay attention to the dog?
Not that, but like if you're on the other side of my front door, you would think, one, she's 17 times larger than she is. She sounds like she wants to kill you. So a lot of times when we open the door, people have backed away like 15 feet, which, by the way, if you know how fast dogs are, that means nothing. Anyway.
Well, that Amazon picture makes it look intimidating.
Oh, my God. Well, okay, yeah. Amazon, they deliver packages, and I guess the rule is when they deliver a package, they take a picture of it on your front steps to confirm, hey, we dropped the package off. And since we got new windows, the dog can now not hear every single thing that's outside. So I'm about to take her out for a walk. I do not know that Amazon's there. Now, I have her on the leash. I open the front door, and my experience was I see an Amazon driver jump backwards off of the stairs and do OS. And I said, I got her, man. It's all good. He's like, all right, no worries. And he takes off, take the dog for a walk. I get home. My wife's on the couch, and she's just laughing. I'm like, it's so funny. So like, look at this picture. So it's the Amazon picture, supposedly of the package, but the way it timed out, when he snapped the picture, I just opened the door. So it is just this open mouth, full of fangs, ears back, eyes wide. And seriously, it looks like this dog's going to kill this man. So it does look vicious.
So ignore the dog.
But she's not. I'm like, look, once I open the door, she's your buddy. That's all.
So a new
I
poll.
use the first one. I'm the messy house person.
Okay.
It's not, but you know what? It's more clutter.
Right.
My house isn't dirty, right? But there's just like I just have like a standing kind of bar top table.
Yeah.
But if nobody's coming over, there's just
it's a catch-all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a dining room table.
Absolutely. A new poll found that 45% of Gen Zers and millennials would be embarrassed if someone saw the current state of their home. Top excuse for not cleaning was, I don't have time. And people actually believe that might be true or not. The average person said it would take...
What were you doing when I came over?
About 2 hours to clean their entire place. And they usually procrastinate for almost 3 hours before they start. I kind of sometimes do that with the yard. Like, look at that weed. I'll get there. I'm going to walk...
I'm not a bad procrastinator. Like, Saturday mornings, I'm like, when you get out of bed, just start cleaning, just so it's done. And the yard, I just like spending time in.
Okay.
I just can't believe when weeds are bad, because apparently they go at lightning speed.
36% said the only time they really clean is when they're expecting guests. Otherwise, they just deal with the filth. But not everyone is a total slob. 45% say they do at least some cleaning each day. But see, I don't consider cleaning like what I think is getting something done.
Right,
so
washing your dishes.
This morning, I put the clothes in the dryer. Turned the dryer on, an hour later, went and folded all the clothes. I don't consider that cleaning. But I felt like I got something done.
You did. Yeah. That's exactly what that is.
So, but 31% admitted that there's at least one room that has not been cleaned in over 6 months.
Damn.
I mean...
What room do you think? I mean, if it's like... If it's a guest room,
bedroom...
Understand, because nothing has happened in there, yeah. But
so, like, when my dad comes, I'll change the sheets.
That's when the sheets get changed there. Someone is going to stay here.
Windex, the sink in the bathroom.
Sure. It gets a little dusty, but there's nothing going on in there.
No, I mean, no one's ever in there. No. My kids are gone, so I don't really care.
Random.
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Hola. Kyle, welcome to the program. Hey, a question. Okay, Kyle, let's go with this one. What happened because you were being nosy?
Because I was being nosy?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, this kind of applies to my job. Basically, I take care of my mother and my best friend, but I'm an HCA, so I get paid for it.
Okay.
But my mother was in there about to take a shower, and I bust in, and I got her full frontal. Yeah, she's 70-something, or 77. I'm like, sorry, Mom.
It's not good at any age.
Why did you bust in?
No. It was shocking, to say the least.
Well, I mean,
why did you bust into the bathroom?
You saw your homeland, so to speak.
Pretty much, but this was a lot more gravity involved.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you
it's
catch
like
my meaning,
when the homeland's gone to hell. You haven't visited in a while, and you go back. Man,
they closed the bank.
What happened here?
Yeah, I kind of had a few questions, but none that I was going to ask.
Do you own a razor? Number one.
Hey, I know. I mean, she's been through stuff, so
Sure.
Just leave that well enough alone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just not a conversation.
I had a real quick, if you find it funny, when I popped on the radio, you guys were asking about cars with nicknames.
Yeah.
So I had a car when I was a teenager. It was given to me by my stepmother, and it was gold. It was a Mercury Topaz, 80-something.
Nice.
But the front headlight had fallen out, and I called it C-3PO.
Nice. All right. That works.
I used to drive a 90 Topaz. I know the game.
Did you have a name for it?
Yeah, man. They're something, dude. I'll tell you what.
But when my parents had originally bought it had those electric seatbelts. I was like, this is the future.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Who's going to waste the time buckling a seatbelt?
Here's the weird thing about that. So Mercury was kind of a step up from Ford.
Yeah. So a step up?
It was Ford.
Oh, okay.
Like Mercury, then Lincoln.
So my grandfather had a Tempo, and then I had a buddy whose parents bought a Topaz, brand new.
Yeah.
And I got in there, I'm like, my granddad's just going to eat. When he sees this thing,
he's going to.
It's the exact car, but it's trimmed out nicer.
Yeah.
So the inside had more gadgets.
We have
fancier.
like one of my mom's second cousin worked at a dealership, and that's the three things he sold. So when I was a kid, and we got that.
It's normally Lincoln Mercury dealers.
That's and I was like, this is unbelievable. And you're right. Like the name sounded, and it had those electric seatbelts. So this is the future. But I mean, it
wasn't.
You pass 11 or 12 years by the time you guys know me. Like the windows don't roll down. Like there's this or that. The things are falling off it.
It ended up on fire.
Caught fire.
Reason we asked what happened because you were nosy. An American Airlines flight diverted back to San Juan, Puerto Rico after a passenger misinterpreted a text message they oversaw on a person next to him. The seat next to the guy, some guy got a text that read RIP and assumed it was a threat to the flight.
Come on.
A spokesman for American Airlines told People magazine that the flight from Service to San Juan to Dallas returned to San Juan shortly after departure due to a possible security concern. Basically, the person beside them went up to the flight attendants 30 minutes into takeoff and ratted this guy out. Basically said, I think he wants to take down the plane.
Right.
Or whatever the deal is. Apparently, it was a mix-up that was handled in accordance with safety protocols. There was no real threat to the passengers. But I believe
it was this guy was flying back to Dallas because he cut his own vacation a day short. Because I want to say it was an uncle maybe, but someone close to him had just died.
It was someone in his family.
So hence R.I.P.
Okay.
Yeah.
But of course the assumption is it must be about the flight.
Your guess is as good as mine. Cut up our categories today. Cars and traffic jams at 4:30. And we've got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell. And if you know my husband Dax, then you also know he loves shopping for a car. Selling a car? Not so much.
We're really doing this, huh?
Thankfully, Carvana makes it easy. Answer a few questions, put in your VIN or license, and done. We sold ours in minutes this morning, and they'll come pick it up and pay us this afternoon.
Bye-bye, truckie.
Of course, we kept the favorite.
Hello, other truckie.
Sell your car with Carvana today. Terms and conditions apply.
This summer, chill out with Klosstaller, the original game-changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klosstaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klosstaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klosstaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
It's always been diet and exercise. Why not diet, exercise, brush, and floss? Or how about diet, exercise, brush, floss, and see your dentist for regular exams? It may not roll off the tongue, but there are far worse things that could be rolling off your tongue, right down to your heart. Like the very same bacteria that's linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more. And by the way, to find a dentist nearby, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And learn more about how oral health links to overall wellness so you can live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed. Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up, your guess is as good as mine at 4:30. Our categories, cars and traffic jams. But first, time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
One from today, and objects that you name. Guys, I have a 1969 Carmen Ghia. I call it the Moonlander.
That's a good name.
That from Dennis.
Someone on the text line said they have a car. They named it Jane Honda. Like, well done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Birthday time brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
All the naked ladies, today's our son Corbin's 12th birthday. Could he please get the captain telling him the tall tale of the SS Guppy beating the Titanic in a cross-Atlantic boat race? And a few kid-friendly jokes for Miles. Why do my jokes have to be kid-friendly? The freaking captain's the guy that you just asked for.
Kids love me.
Thank you, bitches. Rock on. That from Chris in Oak Harbor.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. You know, if you watch the director's cut of Titanic from James Cameron, you might actually see the SS Guppy in the distance. It's very historically accurate. I'll be honest. The Titanic was kicking our butts when we first launched, but we had it on good authority that we could put an iceberg in the way. We apologize for all the people that died, but we did beat the Titanic. Crunch berries.
Wow. Dad jokes. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
Because then it's a foot.
It's a foot. What do you call 5 tow trucks?
5 tow trucks?
Yes.
A shoe.
A foot truck. Very close. And a couple more for the kid. How do you make a sausage roll?
I don't know.
Push it.
Down a hill. Yeah, very good. Why did the toilet paper follow the sausage down?
Because it was on a roll.
To get to the bottom. Yes. Let's see here. All gentlemen, today is my 45th birthday. My best friend, housemate, and now, as of last Halloween, wife, are in Heather. Somehow, after nearly knowing her for something north of 16 years, we are still close and holding each other up in our worst moments. And I'm remarkably happy and lucky to have such a damn fine human being in my life. Also, be rest assured, she likes the men's room beer brats from Mooley's. So how about a Leroy Jenkins, a fish sandwich montage, and the 4 of you talking all over each other about deep cleaning your home. That from Dennis. Thanks, guys.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Can I get
a fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. Oh, yeah. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some relish in the morning. At noon, and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Deep cleaning the house.
Some really weird stuff. I know I should do more than that. Whole ecosystem of terror.
Scrubbing that top.
Jen's 51st. Shout out to Jen's birthday today with a fart montage. And your penis is too small. Lots of love from Jay. And finally, from the birthdays. Hola, Bacholas, can you please wish my brother Dave a happy 59th trip around the sun? Listen to you guys every day. He's a great dad, hubby, brother, uncle, Ranger Dave, and grandpa. Please send him a couple of bong hits, green beans, and the captain with words of wisdom for the old fart. Thanks, longtime listener. Love your show. Ad from Barb, Dave's sister.
Green bean. What? Green bean. Okay. Green bean. Ooh, well, ahoy there. My advice for getting older, honestly, just be yourself and try to age gracefully. About 15 years ago, the other mascots told the old Capitan he's looking a little long and toothed because of all the gray hair. So sure, I dyed my hair black and went out on the town. The problem was, then everybody thought I was Captain Morgan. Barely we have roughly the same hairstyle and choice of facial hair, and you'd think that'd be great. Captain Morgan's into the guys. The old Capitan is not. Little known fact about him.
Captain Morgan, huh?
Yeah, they call him the Spiced Bum.
Jesus.
I didn't make it up. Crunch berries.
I also have one of my own today. It is the birthday of the woman that brought my wonderful niece and nephew into this world. My older sister's 36th birthday.
Oh, awesome. Very, very cool. She a video gamer?
She is a video gamer.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and if you know my husband Dax, then you also know he loves shopping for a car. Selling a car? Not so much.
We're really doing this, huh?
Thankfully, Carvana makes it easy. Answer a few questions, put in your VIN or license, and done. We sold ours in minutes this morning, and they'll come pick it up and pay us this afternoon.
Bye-bye, truckie.
Of course, we kept the favorite.
Hello, other truckie.
Sell your car with Carvana today. Terms and conditions apply.
Just got a new puppy or kitten. Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
Thank you, Mom. Let's get a contestant on the line for your guess is as good as mine now. 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, a couple extra emails. This one says, Ciabatta debate hate.
Yeah.
Ciabatta debate hate.
That's right. Guys, I'm a professional chef for close to 30 years. Love you guys. Been listening since the Buzz days. But you slamming on ciabatta all the time drives me nuts. Oh. Ciabatta's delicious.
No, it's not.
I'll agree that many F it up when toasting and serving, but I will throw out the argument that one of the essiest cuts of meat is also one of the most popular in barbecue, right along with ribs, the brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Crappy cut of meat, but if you cook it slow, give it the right seasonings, it's bomb. And it goes beyond barbecue. Corned beef, I rest my case. One brisket. Essie cut turned into deliciousness.
True.
So look at ciabatta the same way.
No.
So what if you have to add a couple steps to enjoy the flavor? It's actually easier to toast a ciabatta bun than cook a handful of beautiful brisket. Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Lightly toast ciabatta on the grill or broiler, setting on the ovens, on flat tops, grill till golden, then put a dome over it, add a splash of water for 2 seconds. It'll soften with the steam. So maybe you can soften it up enough to pull it apart when you chew on a sandwich.
That is inherently my issue with ciabatta. It doesn't have enough taste for me to hate the taste. It's that it is so dry. And every sandwich I bite into, like I said, that first bite, everything else
just squirts.
Shoots out the back.
It's the equivalent of not having a good bagel that's light when you need it for like a bagel sandwich.
You know what it is? It's the opposite of a croissant.
Correct. Sorry for
I agree. There is certain sandwiches that I like it on, but it's few and far between, and it's fine now. There was just a period where it was everywhere.
It was on a hamburger.
Yeah,
it should not be on a hamburger.
Oh,
sorry,
come on.
Sorry for the novel, but you guys have been driving me nuts with your ciabatta hate. Love you guys. Rock on. And for Letha's sake, stay beautiful. Thanks, guys. That from Luke, the executive chef at Dirty Oscar's Annex. So he does know what he's doing.
All right. Okay.
He does.
6.
Yeah, he does.
DOA. I love that spot.
He knows what he's doing.
They got really good food there.
They do.
How much is on ciabatta?
I did not get a sandwich. We were in there before Rainier's game. We were just kind of getting snacks.
We got some of those tots that they got there.
Yeah.
I've had brunch in there a couple times. I got some great chicken and waffles.
Get something on ciabatta just to see. All right, did he soften this up?
Because I'm not a hater like you guys. I'm going to get something ciabatta in there.
Okay.
I don't give a damn what it is. I'll get it.
Oh, man, I was on a plane and got a ciabatta sandwich at one time. I was in business class. And it was barbecue on ciabatta bread. Barbecue sandwich. I did not know it was coming on ciabatta bread.
No, of course not.
So I get it. Okay, so first of all, I could not chew through the ciabatta roll to get to the barbecue. And of course, I have a decent dress shirt on. It's actually just a nice T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's one of my plain white T-shirts.
All right.
Just straight down the middle. I look like I've been stabbed.
Right.
In the airport, I'm like, you sons of...
I mean, I will say, breads get a little tough. I also learned the hard way, like, if people have dentures, don't order sandwiches on baguettes.
Oh, no.
On a train. Chances are that sandwich was pretty hard. It's been in the fridge.
Did that happen?
It did. We ate the turkey out of it, though, Miles.
And the cheese?
And the cheese.
Did her teeth come out?
No, she took...
Did they stick?
She was just gnawing on it. I said, Mom, just look. Well, I'm not going to eat the bread. Look, I have real teeth. It was tough for me. But in their defense... we were the first people, I think, to order food. That thing had been in the fridge for a while.
Yeah. Damn you, Andrew. Damn you. Okay. Time for... Jesus.
We don't have to eat the bread.
It's like a chew toy for
I'll buy 6 more.
You should have grabbed the other end and shook her head.
Right, that's the same. I'll buy 6 more of these. We can eat all the turkey we want. Just get that bread out of your damn mouth.
I think you probably would have choked if you actually got to go through.
I know, Miles. Trust me.
Time for a little Your Guess is as Good as Mine. It's an easy game to play. You pick from one of 2 categories. Try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Steve, who is our contestant ready to play Your Guess is as Good as Mine?
It's Roberto. Hello, Roberto. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola! Roberto, welcome to the program. Your Guess is as Good as Mine. All right, your categories. We have the cities with the most traffic jams in the United States and the best and worst car brands, according to Consumer Reports. So, Roberto, basically, is it the 10 best cars or the 10 worst cities for traffic you want to try?
10 worst cities for traffic.
Okay. Let's see here. They say the annual study found traffic cost the average commuter about 43 hours of their life last year.
Damn, man.
43 hours.
It's like a work week being in traffic.
It's more than a full week's worth of work. That's just the extra time you spend on the road thanks to traffic jams and slowdowns. So what we have for you is the 10 U.S. cities with the worst traffic. And guess what? They are exactly the same as 2023. A few just swapped spots.
Yeah.
So, Roberto, you know how the game is played. Try to get me right in said category before 3 strikes, and you're out.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, what is your first guess?
All right. My first guess, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say Seattle.
Seattle, Washington is number 10. Drivers spend an average of 63 hours in traffic a year in Seattle. They also factor in things like average driving speed, other things, but yeah, that's...
I feel like here,
Seattle's
for the
10 on
most
the
part, it's like, hey, we're going to shut down I-5 between 2 important areas, but we're going to do it starting on a Friday night when we have also planned 17 big events. Have fun.
Right. And down in DuPont, in that J.B. Elam area, they have constructed a brand new road. It's just like a tight tunnel. There's nowhere to pull over for an accident. There's no way for emergency crews to get through. It's just an absolute engineering disaster.
Yeah, Seattle's bad with the planning.
Matter of fact, they built a bridge 3 feet off of the road. We're supposed to go 65 miles an hour. A concrete structure.
Right.
Kaboom. Game over. Yeah, you're right, Roberto. Seattle is number 10 on the list.
All right, I'm going to go L.A., please.
Los Angeles, California, an average of 88 hours a year. They are number 3 on the list. Number 3.
I got to think. New
Houston?
York. Maybe Houston. San Fran sucks. At least in my experience, that is some of the worst traffic.
Yep, I was just down in San Francisco knocking down some gigs. This is Roberto, the unicycler.
Oh, right on, man.
Sorry,
Roberto. So you're going to go San Francisco.
Yep, I was just down there knocking down some gigs, so I'm going San Francisco, yes.
Okay.
Really?
Not the top 10.
Man.
I mean, traditionally, I feel like Boston, D.C.,
New York.
And I think, Houston shows up a lot.
Chicago.
Chicago's not a bad call.
Number 2, 102 hours a year in traffic.
The only problem with New York is a lot of people do use the trains there.
They do. But look, a lot of people use trains, use taxis, everything. I cannot believe anyone chooses to drive there, but the traffic is still just a freaking nightmare, man. And very verbal.
I gotta go New York.
New York City, number 1, 102 hours in traffic, tying Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Only one strike, Roberto. So far, you're correct on New York, Chicago, L.A., and Seattle. So you've got 4 out of the 10. Boston's number 4, an average of 79 hours a year in traffic.
I want to get out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the car.
Ted's right.
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Ooh, good call, man.
Number 8.
Yeah, good call,
65 hours a year in traffic. They are up 1 spot from last year's number 9 to number 8.
Way to go. Way to
Moving
go,
on.
Atlanta.
Moving
They're
on.
celebrating.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right. Now I'm trying. I'm thinking.
I think Ted was right with D.C. That's always a nightmare.
Yeah. That sounds like D.C. would be good.
Okay.
Yep.
D.C. is number 9.
Yep.
62 hours a year in traffic, but it did fall 2 spots. Last year was number 7.
All right.
So
there you go.
This list is getting a little better.
Not a whole lot of people going to D.C. anymore,
I guess.
Right. Everyone was fired. Traffic died away.
Roberto, let's see what we've done here. Okay, so far you've gotten New York correct, Chicago correct, number 2, L.A. number 3, Boston number 4, Atlanta 8, D.C. 9, and Seattle 10. So far you've gotten 7 correct. There are 3 cities left on the list.
Is there any more that might be out here on the west side of the country that we should be looking at?
These are there are 2 East Coasters, 1 Midwestern. Not Midwestern, Southern. I'll say it that way.
Yeah, I'm thinking Houston, Texas.
That is number 7. That was my southern location. I was trying to figure out the right way to geographically put that.
Last 2 are on the East Coast.
Next 2 are on the East Coast. You've got 1 strike, 2 remaining.
East Coast, I'm going
Miami,
Pittsburgh or
maybe?
Philly?
How about Baltimore?
Baltimore is not on the list. I think that's basically just a population thing.
Yeah.
Plus, they've got a great beltway. You can fly on that damn thing.
Same thing. Philadelphia, Miami.
Still on the
Philly.
East Coast. You already got Atlanta.
Philly definitely has some pretty sad traffic. I'm going Philadelphia.
Number 5.
All right.
77 hours a year in traffic. It did move up 1 spot this year from 6th to 5th.
All right.
All right, Roberto, you've got 2 strikes. You have 1 city remaining. These are the cities with the most traffic jams in America.
Okay, and it's
an East Coast,
East Coast.
East Coast city so far. Your East Coast cities you've named: New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Atlanta, sort of, D.C. Man, if that helps you.
Yeah.
My only thought would be Miami. I don't know if that's right, but
And I don't think Richmond's big enough to be on this list.
that's what I mean. I don't think you get this place is big enough.
I mean, maybe Raleigh or Charlotte
Raleigh, Durham.
or Charlotte. Yeah, Raleigh Durham's probably not big enough, so maybe Charlotte.
Maybe. But
I don't know. This is a tough one.
You guys are dancing around it. You've said it. You said the city.
I'm going to go Miami.
You got it, buddy.
Yep.
Number 6, very good. You ran the table, Roberto, and your guess is as good as mine. Here are your cities. Seattle with 63 hours a year in traffic. D.C. comes in at 9. At 8, it's Atlanta. Houston 7, Miami 6, Philly 5, Boston 4, LA 3, Chicago 2, and New York number 1. Now, New York was the most congested city in North America. Believe it or not, New York City is also the second most congested city worldwide.
Really?
Istanbul is first. Drivers in New York, 102 hours last year. Chicago does rank third overall at 102 hours.
My God.
So, yeah.
That's the other thing I always try to remind people about New York, too, is they're like, you didn't go up that far away from it. I'm like, I didn't. But New York City is one of those world cities that sits alone.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Very
Like,
much so.
everybody in France doesn't live in Paris, or other
Right.
cities aren't like Paris. So I'm like, you want to know what New York's like, you got to go see it.
You got to be in New York.
Because it's just different.
Mine was Boston. That was the worst traffic I've ever been in.
Boston, I found the traffic terrifying. Just the driving style's a little different. For me, as far as the worst traffic, I just go back to San Francisco. The few times I've been down there, I'm like, this is unbelievable. I don't know if they just drive slow, if the lights are messed up, but I seriously hate being in traffic in San Francisco.
Boston's tough, too. Because when they designed it, all the streets led to this giant circle thing in the middle where they brought your horses. So,
Right.
like, it's not easy getting around. It's most of the roads all lead to, like, the center of town.
The most, in my world, the hardest place I've ever tried to learn to drive is D.C. Just because of the
the way the streets
configuration
are.
of the roadway in the cities.
Right.
So if you don't realize that it's kind of like a clock dial,
Everything there's
grid,
diagonal. Instead of north-south, everything, it's
shoots out like this, like a spiral.
It's diagonal. So you're either going northeast or southwest, but you're never just going north. You're never just going south. And it throws people off all the time.
So I mean, when you grow up there, you know how the streets are named by states and everything. So it makes it easier. You know that. But I'm with you. It's very confusing if you're
And then
not
look
from
at,
there.
like they say, the south side of Chicago. In D.C., you've got southeast.
Oh, yeah.
You got northwest, which is the rich area. You know, you got northeast, which is the we're manufacturing an area with a little bit of
Kind of like what Ted was saying, it kind of branched out from a central location sort of a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like where my grandparents grew up, it's in Northeast. I mean, it is in the middle of the city, but it's called Turkey Thicket. It's like, you
Which
know,
does
in the
not
50s,
sound very urban.
Right. There was still turkeys out there, and they lived in a thicket.
Coming up, we'll drink and toast for the shot of the day at 5:08. You are listening to The Men's Room.
It's always been diet and exercise. Why not diet, exercise, brush, and floss? Or how about diet, exercise, brush, floss, and see your dentist for regular exams? It may not roll off the tongue, but there are far worse things that could be rolling off your tongue, right down to your heart. Like the very same bacteria that's linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more. And by the way, to find a dentist nearby, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and learn more about how oral health links to overall wellness so you can live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed. Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Buying a car in Carvana was so easy. I was able to finance it through them.
Whoa, wait, you mean finance?
Yeah, finance. Got pre-qualified for a Carvana auto loan, entered my terms, and shop from thousands of great car options, all within my budget.
That's cool, but financing through Carvana was so easy.
Financed. Done. And I get to pick up my car from their Carvana vending machine tomorrow.
Financed.
Right, that's what I said.
You can spend time trying to pronounce financing, or you can actually finance and buy your car today on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Back at a 5:08, we'll drink a toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check on Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. Good news for travelers. It looks like the TSA is scrapping the shoes-off rule for passengers going through security checkpoints.
Huh.
Yeah.
So Richard Reed has no legacy. Good.
Nope. Done.
All right. Over it.
Thank you.
No more.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You think it's people with janky feet, stinky shoes? They're like, ooh, you know, just keep them on.
And maybe it was just pointless. Maybe now they've got technology that'll scan the shoes as you're going through, or they've alleviated
so
the
many
problem.
travelers now with slip-ons for no reason.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have mine that I can slip on and off with the laces tied just so I can get through there quicker.
Specifically for TSA.
I got the pre-check so that I didn't have to do that anymore.
Yep.
And I wonder if there's just a growing number of people doing that too. That were like, all right, screw it, just nobody wears shoes.
I had slip-ons when I was doing mornings.
Oh, yeah?
Because you get up at 4, it's dark in the room, you don't want to wake the wife.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to bend over, you're tired, you just slip them on and start driving, because that's safe.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Right. Half asleep.
Yeah. I still get stopped every time. Got hot piece.
Oh, no, that's right.
Did they do it again?
Yeah, both times.
On the way there and the way back?
Yep. You mind doing it? We don't have to go to a separate room. I just run a little hot down there.
And you have to explain that to people.
I'll stand here. No worries.
So you like it when you don't have to go through the X-ray, you can just go through the metal detector.
Correct.
Do you say bees or do you go all out?
It depends. I take a very quick temperature of what the guy who's about to pat me down is.
Okay, all right.
So far, I've been like pretty good if I say the actual word and the guy will just start laughing. Like the guy in Boston was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "I swear to God, look, there's red dots under my arms and a red dot in my crotch."
Right.
A little bit of heat coming
A
off.
little bit of heat, right? It's like
I'm a walking furnace. Leave me
So,
alone.
look, I did not know this about myself until you guys introduced this tech.
They sweat at night.
Yeah. It's like, I get it.
I've got sticky thighs, man.
Right. We don't need a private screening. Here, I'll take my shorts off. I don't mind.
Take a look.
I got boxer briefs on.
Over the next
Feel them.
Please.
Those are warm.
Come on.
Over the next month, the Earth is expected to spin faster, leading to shorter days.
Man. Isn't that just the end of summer?
So no, what's going to happen here is that the moon is actually closer to the Earth than normal, and so the gravitational pull is going to increase our speed.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. For us during the summertime, we've recently passed the longest day of the year. In December, we hit the shortest day of the year. But
that's sunlight.
That's sunlight, correct. This one on a whole, from start to finish, where the Earth's axis is at, when it goes that full 360, that's going to happen quicker over the next month.
Wouldn't that shorten the day?
Yes.
The actual
that's
day.
exactly.
Like 23 hours and
Whatever.
58 minutes or something.
So if I'm tired tomorrow, I'm going to blame the moon.
There you go. I don't think it's even that
It's not even that much.
I think it's 23 hours, 59 minutes, and like 48 seconds, something like that. Like it's going to shorten it by a very, very minuscule amount of time, but it is still, I think it's a record for the fastest rotation, at least this time of year.
All right, Earth, get that weight off.
Yeah, look at that. A clinical trial has found that cough syrup can help protect the brain from dementia.
Oh, really?
That's why I drink it.
Yes.
Everyone
I
red
knew,
cup.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everyone I knew that drank cough syrup, I said, man, oh, man. Mentally, they're in a good place.
Right.
Yeah, I think when I see a guy with a double cup and the Jolly Ranchers are in there, I go, oh, he's upping out his brain.
Yeah.
He's not drinking an opiate.
Nah.
It's not bad for them.
Robitussin, good for coughs and dementia. Don't do that. There's been a breakthrough. I feel like I have to say that. Someone can say, I heard on the men's room, they can just chug this cough syrup. You'll be fine. There's been a breakthrough in nuclear fusion performance that helps get us even closer to self-sustaining energy.
All right.
Yeah, so I couldn't quite...
Energy companies hate that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I couldn't quite decipher what it is that they were trying to say, but basically they had built some sort of a nuclear fusion device that showed a lot more practicality, where there was less energy going in and a lot more energy coming out of it.
And that's always been the goal
Right.
of what they're trying to accomplish.
So
yeah.
I'm with you. I feel like other energy companies won't quite let that happen.
Put it this way, it will not be for consumers.
No.
The energy company itself would be like, oh, we absolutely use this to run our facility. But we're charging you the same crap.
Research shows a widely used weed killer in the U.S. could be damaging your organs and your gut bacteria.
Wait, what might be?
A weed killer. So what they're spraying your crops with that they're going to serve to you later on.
It's a weed killer. Is there like a positive history with regards to human health?
Right.
I feel like anytime you hear about weed killer, like, well, it does kill things. Yeah.
I feel like that's why there's a bigger push for people to go organic these days. Now, granted, they're still going to do some things to them to help get them onto the shelves, but I feel like people are just trying to get away from the pesticides.
There's lawsuits from landscapers.
Sure.
Who have, like, really debilitating stuff because they use this
frequently. Oh, yeah. We used it in our yard when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. And that I do remember when that lawsuit came around, like, no, this stuff is toxic. It is going to kill you.
Yeah, my mother's always torn. She's like, it is toxic, it's horrible, but also it works.
It works.
The problem is it goes into the rainwater.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then goes into your drinking water.
Yeah.
And when it goes to a processing plant, those chemicals don't go away.
They can't come out. No.
No.
Yeah. There's a plague of insects threatening the potato crop in Germany. Side note, Germans have a potato crop.
Huge.
I think we've come to realize you can grow potatoes in a lot of countries.
Sure.
Like Ireland gets credit, but
it's a pretty
yeah. There's a lot of them out here. It's like, oh, they're only in Idaho. Like, no, they're growing them everywhere. A lot in Oregon.
Yeah, German potato salad, perfect example.
What do you think the Russians did with theirs?
Vodka.
Exactly. A new study has found that indeed some babies are just born fussy.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. So are the people.
I feel like if you see any family that has more than one kid, you can see doesn't fully matter what it is that you do. Sometimes they're just predisposed to be how they are.
Fussy. Yeah. Some kids are born ugly.
Also, what they say is like the top part of your brain is soft when you're born. Mm-hmm. Your esophagus is not fully developed.
Okay.
So babies spend most of the time on their back.
Sure.
Laying down.
Heartburn.
Acid reflux.
Really?
So basically, they can't tell you that.
Right.
But I know that because my daughter was born without an esophagus.
Oh,
so I know all the weird things that can go wrong based on that one element.
Sure. That's wild.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, my friend's baby, I never knew this till they had her. Like, I was like, what's wrong with her? And they're like, she doesn't fart. I was like, well, why didn't you fart? They're like, it's a baby, man. It's 3 weeks old. Like, she can't do the connection to make it fart. I was like, oh, never thought about that.
Right.
Hence, fussy.
Yeah, lactose intolerance, too. You're drinking milk.
Yeah. And you don't want to. New research shows that a quote-unquote sleep divorce can yield a happier, healthier marriage.
Sleep in separate rooms?
Pretty much. It's worked for the wife and I.
So I know a couple does the same thing. He's like, look, I like it cold and I snore. She likes it warm. She's quiet.
It's exactly what I said.
They get along super well.
That's why they have
separate beds.
Those beds that do each side.
If you got the money, that's the problem.
How much are those?
They are a lot. And look, mattresses are already ridiculously expensive, all things being equal. But my wife and I looked at one of those. Yeah, we'll look at it. We saw the price tag, and I cannot remember. So we're done looking.
Like it's just the mattress.
Yes.
Well, you can get the thing that rises the feet and the.
We got that.
My old man got that. Yeah. No, it's same thing. I like it cold. I like the TV on. I do snore. The wife dislikes everything about that. So after like when we moved into our place, we got a day bed in my personal room over there for nights that I'm gaming and it's midnight, so she's asleep, so I don't go in there and wake her up. If we have anybody over, we can sleep there. And it took just a couple months before we were like, we should just keep doing this.
If it works.
Exactly. And there's some couples that can't help but just they can't sleep if they don't have their person next to them. Good on you.
Sure.
Sleeping in separate rooms, also totally fine. Totally fine. It's wedding season, boys, and it's time to refresh your knowledge of wedding guest etiquette.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 or more of the absolute rudest things you can do at a wedding. Well, I suggest you don't do what I did at my older brother's wedding. He made the fatal mistake of making me the best man. And when you start off with, well, I'm glad Jen's part of the family, but I gotta tell you, the first time I met her, I thought she was kind of a bitch. It's hard to recover from that, but it can get worse. That's when the maid of honor continued to drink and hang on me and avoid her husband and daughter and kept trying to get me alone throughout the night. Oops.
The question is, did he give in?
You notice he did not answer that.
So these are this is some bad wedding etiquette. They start with forgetting to turn your phone off of silent or on silent during the ceremony.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And
yeah.
And usually there's a reminder. It's like going to the movies.
Sure.
Someone will announce before the ceremony begins, like, hey, man.
And I love that there was a growing trend of people that had either whoever was officiating their wedding or even just had somebody like a coordinator jump up there and say, hey, guys, we have a wedding photographer. We know you're really great at taking photos. We know that you really want those memories for yourself. Keep your phones in your pockets.
Right. Don't.
You know what broke me at that? Ted.
Oh, yeah?
Took 15 years. We moved over here. I turned the ringer off. Haven't turned it on since.
Nope.
He's never heard my phone ring since we've been in this building.
Because it was a duck.
Yeah.
And he'd always said, I like it because it's annoying. And I finally said, right, but you're out of the office when it rings.
Every time.
Every time. Mike remembers.
Every time.
Yep. All you gotta do is walk out.
Where's he
it's
at?
like going to
Smoking?
the Sounders. 0-0. 3 extra periods. I'll go to the bathroom.
Right.
I think there's an age, too. Like, if I could see you're there with your parents that are elderly, like, all right, they forgot to, we'll give them a pass.
Right, we know it. You don't RSVP for a +1, but bring one anyway.
Yeah, come on, man.
It doesn't matter if you bring a +1, just let them know.
That's all.
And you don't, if you're not seriously dating somebody, don't bring a +1 just because you think you're good. Like, just
you don't have fun.
Right. And that person could be a real wild card.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I know. You don't want to be alone there. Find a friend that is there that you can drink with and have a good time.
I've been to more weddings than probably anybody listening or has been to, right? Been in 23 of them. I've never once seen a woman without a date and people like, oh, she showed up without a date to a wedding. What a loser. Right. People don't do that.
No, they're happy to see it. They're ready to throw down and have fun. Right. Rudest things that you can do at a wedding, you can't make it anymore and you don't let anybody know.
Correct. They could still save some money.
Correct. It's not the worst thing in the world that you can do. However, again, no hard feelings. Just let
Is that
them
more
know.
about the catering aspect? So you're not doing a couple more chickens, a couple more salmon?
Everything costs something, right? So, and honestly, I mean, if just 3 people can't make it, you're like, cool, we just saved $75.
Right. You dress like a bridesmaid on purpose. Miles, I was very disappointed in you at my wedding. That's just somebody
I
who
wore a
sucks.
suit. That was the last time I wore a suit.
Oh, no kidding?
Yes. How long have you been married?
Honestly, I don't know.
How many years?
Coming up on 3.
So 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, if you're dressing like a bridesmaid on purpose, you don't like the bride or the groom, and you just want to make a statement.
And also, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, because you'd have to put in effort to know what their dresses are going to look like if you're not in the wedding.
Yeah, you can talk to the bridesmaids. They'll get excited about it.
Yeah,
somebody will
point.
spill the beans. But that's somebody who's a friend of the bride that thinks that they should have been one of the bridesmaids.
Right.
Like, are you a bridesmaid understudy? You're waiting for one of them to like break a leg, and then you just get to jump in there. On the other side of that, ignoring the dress code altogether. Yep. Just follow it. It is not your day. Don't make it your day.
Do they
It's
do
not
that?
even the groom's day.
I've never seen that on the
enough to
invite.
where somebody had to say something.
I think it depends on the venue. I think that'll tell you the story, right?
Well, the
A
invite
lot of
also
them.
tells you whether it's casual, semi-formal, formal.
That's true.
A tie required. So it usually tells you business. It's like if you show up in shorts and a T-shirt to a business casual wedding, you're way underdressed.
Right. But that's way different on the coast. So you got to know that difference too.
Mm-hmm. You complain about the quality of the food. Again, these are the rudest things that you can do at a wedding.
Come on. I mean, it's a wedding, dude. You know what you're walking into.
Right. You're not, it's not Ruth's Chris over here, all right?
They're feeding you because you're here. And yes, if they have a lot of money, maybe they have a different spread. But on average, it's like being on an airplane.
Right.
Here's your options. Neither one is spectacular, but they're decent enough. Just eat and shut up.
I feel like more often at a wedding, you'll get somebody at a buffet table and go, actually, the food was really great. And you expect it to be crap.
Correct.
Right.
Right? You'll make a statement like, Jesus, this steak is really good.
Right.
Sometimes they only have beer and wine.
Right.
And you don't bitch about the fact that they don't have booze. You're probably, maybe this is a good idea in this heat.
Right. Some
They
venues,
know who they invited.
Yeah.
Some venues don't allow anything harder than beer and wine.
Yeah.
They still let me in, though. And I'm hard as hell.
That's why you bring a flask. And go outside like my brother's wedding.
You switch your order at a plated dinner.
Oh, come on. I mean, come on.
For real.
Can you just get through the goddamn wedding day?
Right.
Right? It's fine.
Oh, I wanted the fish. Well, then you should have checked the fish because we brought you chicken.
Because remember when they asked?
Right.
That's when you answered.
Oh, you didn't read the card?
Last time I flew business class. But they put me right behind the first class.
Ooh.
And the woman in front of me must have pre-ordered a meal, which they ran out of.
Uh-oh.
And you would have thought that the end of the world was today.
Come on.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Come
I mean, I was
on.
like, And she was going at it. I was like, wow, you can talk that way. If I'm one seat up, still get a drink.
Yet again, airline food, not much different. No. What did you expect?
If I talked to her like that, they divert the plane and land somewhere else.
Right.
Get him off the plane and arrest him.
The rudest things that you can do at a wedding, you notify the couple when something's wrong.
No. It's their day.
As far as the couple's concerned, everything is going great. Look, when I was probably the most against a day of coordinator because we don't need that. We'll be fine.
Right.
Couldn't be more wrong.
They deal with everything you didn't know about.
Right. Had a great time. It was wonderful. You get aggressive during the bouquet toss.
I always do.
Oh. Yeah, me too, man. Can't wait to do it third time. I run out the door.
Baby, get in there.
Just in case it comes my way.
It is the truth. Bouquet toss, everybody's out there. When they shoot the garland or the garter belt or whatever. Like, I've been to a lot of weddings. Like, I'm hiding. Like, I want no parts of it.
Do you play the game? We know. Like, just give me a name. Who you know is going to, like, jockey for a position, like a corner kick.
Right.
They get up there and like, I got my money on Shauna.
Yeah. Always. Yeah. I've caught 2 garter belts in my life. Both of them were my family, my cousin and my sister. But that was because I was the only single dude that was
so
stupid
they threw
enough to
the garter belt or the bouquet?
Garter belt.
Oh, okay.
Garter belts for the guys.
Yeah. And I was the only one stupid enough to walk out there onto the floor because they were like, hey, single dudes. I'm like, I'll break the mold. But then no other guy showed up. Was like, I know you're single. I know you're single. I know you're single. Jackasses.
Danger.
I have watched them just drop on the floor. Because everybody's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right. I ain't touching that. Nope. I am not touching that. And then I'll leave you with this final rude thing that you can do at a wedding. And it's kind of 2 sides of the same coin here. You arrive too early, or like our friend, you arrive too late.
Missed it.
Show up on time.
The whole thing. There was no real reception.
Right.
We were just going to a casino after.
I forgot to, yeah. That's unbelievable.
Just shows up
but
as
dressed to
leaving.
the nines.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, probably the best dressed people out of the friend group.
How do you think that a wedding is a laid back, we've got 15 minutes, like a movie, you know, they got to get through the opening credits first.
She had a hoochie dress on. I mean, the whole thing.
That was insane to me. An escaped pet in Pakistan has led to some massive fines for the owner, Miles.
What happened there?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thanks, our headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And piggybacking on what Mike was just talking about there today, I would just say happy anniversary to my wife.
Oh,
as today is the 18th year of marriage. Been together longer than that. But I remember years ago, I said, will you make me the happiest man in the world and move the hell out? And instead, she said, no, let's get married. So for 18 years, as of today, and look, I don't care who you are. I know you're jealous because you're thinking, your anniversary's on a Monday? Damn right, man.
Okay.
Damn right.
But you also get a card for your wife for every holiday.
I have not done it this time.
Oh, you did not? Okay.
No, because we were together all week last week in Florida, and we agreed we just don't have
Well,
time.
you normally get her like a birthday card on her anniversary or Merry Christmas.
I like the sympathy, with deepest sympathies. We're still together. That's typically. Well, look, man, it makes the cards more interesting. So whatever the day is, that is not what the card's going to represent.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, it'll be get well soon. You know, whatever it is. But yeah, that's sweet. So 18 years today.
Awesome.
For Christ's sake.
Again,
yeah,
great work. What a date, because it's just so you can't forget
7-7. 7-7. And I got married in 2007. 7-7-7.
Right.
Boom. And we weren't trying to, was the thing. We were trying to get married on a Friday night, right? So it would have been 7-6-7. We did not give this any thought. So they didn't have the availability on that Friday. They said, we have something the next day, Saturday. We're like, F it, whatever, same difference. And then we started hearing on the news that as the date was getting closer, a lot of couples were willing to spend money to buy your date from you if you had 7-7-7. So because people were spending upwards of $20,000-$30,000 just to get married on that day. And again, we had not thought about it one way or another. So we started seeing that, and we looked at each other. I'm like, ma'am, we could make $30,000, right? Just pay for the frickin' wedding or whatever, have some cash left over, just give up the date. Then we're both like, and Mike, you know this. Once you start planning a wedding, that's the only conversation you have until that day. I was like, no. Let's get this let's get this done. Let's get it done. I love you, but no, we're not doing any more planning. So there you go. 777 by accident. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tunnies. Down the hola, bichola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This now. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
It's always been diet and exercise. Why not diet, exercise, brush, and floss? Or how about diet, exercise, brush, floss, and see your dentist for regular exams? It may not roll off the tongue, but there are far worse things that could be rolling off your tongue, right down to your heart. Like the very same bacteria that's linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more. And by the way, to find a dentist nearby, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and learn more about how oral health links to overall wellness so you can live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed. Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and if you know my husband Dax, then you also know he loves shopping for a car. Selling a car? Not so much.
We're really doing this, huh?
Thankfully, Carvana makes it easy. Answer a few questions, put in your VIN or license, and done. We sold ours in minutes this morning, and they'll come pick it up and pay us this afternoon.
Bye-bye, truckie.
Of course, we kept the favorite.
Hello, other truckie.
Sell your car with Carvana today. Terms and conditions apply.
Just got a new puppy or kitten. Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
It's always been diet and exercise. Why not diet, exercise, brush, and floss? Or how about diet, exercise, brush, floss, and see your dentist for regular exams? It may not roll off the tongue, but there are far worse things that could be rolling off your tongue, right down to your heart. Like the very same bacteria that's linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more. And by the way, to find a dentist nearby, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and learn more about how oral health links to overall wellness so you can live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed. Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Thrillhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Solomon. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hola. All right, Solomon, you understand how this here game is played?
I'm sitting down driving.
Okay. Fantastic. You have your choice of one of 3 stories today, broken into 3 categories. Today, we offer you interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. Animalize this, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, license to spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
I'm going for in the booty.
The booty. All right, here's the story. We go to China, where a 64-year-old man felt a strange sensation in the stomach and went to the doctor and was shocked to discover something had been stuck in his intestines for 52 years. The man said he remembered swallowing this thing at the age of 12, but he was too scared to tell his parents about it. He said he thought the object would just dissolve on its own, and he had not felt anything untoward until recently. Hospital doctors checked his digestive system, and they found the object stuck in his small intestine. They had performed an endoscopic surgery, and they took the rogue implement out of his body after about 80 minutes. Now, he was fortunate that the object was lodged, as they say, in the crook of his intestine and had barely moved for decades. Again, he swallowed this thing 52 years ago. The question is, what did he swallow? Was it a toothbrush, a Lego, a magnet, or a goldfish, as in the actual fish, not the cracker? So toothbrush, Lego, magnet, or goldfish. What did this guy have in his intestines for 52 years?
Well, first of all, I want to say it's not a stereotype if it's true. but he said he thought it was going to dissolve, so I'm going to go with either. I can't imagine swallowing a whole toothbrush, but either the Lego or the goldfish.
Which one are you thinking?
So if it was in his intestines, that means it didn't get down to his stomach. It didn't dissolve with the acid. So I'm going to go with the goldfish.
Goldfish.
All right. Solomon, I'm joining you.
How old was he when he swallowed it?
He was 12 when he swallowed it. He is 64 now, 52 years.
Magnet.
Magnet. Okay. So we got 2 goldfish and 1 magnet. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What was lodged in his small intestines there? Toothbrush, Lego, magnet, or goldfish? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
Hey, I'm gum disease. You may know me by my formal name, periodontal disease. No? I can't believe this. No respect. Same story everywhere I go. Over half of all adults in America live with me, and they act like they don't even know I exist. I mean, come on. Whole body health? I am gum disease. I am literally linked to almost every major disease. Diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's. You can't just ignore me.
Find a dentist near you committed to caring about all of you. Visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
This summer, chill out with Klosstaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klosstaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klosstaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klosstaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
China, the category interior decorating, a guy felt something strange in his stomach. After 52 years, he knew he swallowed something when he was a kid. It was actually stuck in his small intestines. So the question is, what did he swallow? Toothbrush, Lego, magnet, or a goldfish?
And Solomon, that is the very question that we posed to you. Let us start with D-Ted Smith. You went with a magnet.
Yeah.
Oddly, you are not correct, since I swear 99% of the time you get this. And Solomon, you agreed with Miles, or Miles, you agreed with Solomon. Either way, both of you guys went with the old goldfish.
No.
It was not a goldfish. Believe it or not, 52 years ago, at the age of 12, this man swallowed a toothbrush.
He thought a toothbrush would dissolve.
Look, man,
Well,
that's
you're
what he
12.
thought. He was wrong, and for 52 years, he's had a toothbrush in his intestines.
Okay. Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Missed a little bit of time, and on July 4th, there's really only one sporting event.
Nathan's?
Sure, there's baseball. It's the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. We've been using a lot of them for years during our birthday segments. But first, in case you missed it, here's just the intro for Joey Chestnut.
Formed from the shards of shattered angels, wielding the white sword of righteousness, he will never fail or falter, for he defies the ministers of our fate and the limitations of our birth. And he will not stop until he stands side by side with the gods. His glory is strung like beads of light to adorn the arc of history itself. Joey!
I have watched all the behind-the-scenes stuff on the guy that runs that. I have my own views. But you can't argue with his introductions.
No.
He's great, man.
They are pretty top-notch. And remember, last year, Joey wasn't there because he had another sponsorship that this guy didn't like it. So he said, you're not there. And frankly, people just didn't care as much. Mm-hmm. And the Nathan's Eating Contest was always a thing until Kobayashi came along. We were like, holy cow. And then Chestnut beat him. Chestnut's been the king forever. But, of course, the king's never satisfied, even after a win.
70.5 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. The Nathan's famous 4th of July champion of the world, Joey Chestnut! How do you feel?
I was excited. I love being here. Man, I wish I had ate a couple more. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back next year.
Damn. Okay. What is his personal best? Do you know? I mean, if he's this, look, he won, and he's still disappointed he didn't take down more hot dogs. Like, damn, bro, what is your goal?
Yeah, he didn't beat his own personal record, which he set in 2001 with 76 hot dogs.
Damn.
So he wanted to be somewhere between 70 and 77, but he only got 70 and a half hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Loser.
Only.
Only. You know, like with a marathon, guys will train up to ladies will train at 20 miles.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in there. And they do that maybe once or twice before the race. Then they're good. So my question is, how many times does he sit down, put the timer on 10 minutes, have all those hot dogs out there, and then practice? Or does he just do it?
He definitely practices them. Plus, to Chestnut's credit, in the world of Major League Eating, like he wins other contests too. Some people are really good at specific things.
Right.
Like Sonia Thomas, the Black Widow. She got really famous because she was so good at wings. Hot dog eating, not quite the same number.
Well, more technical.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen Chestnut eat a bunch of different stuff. But, yeah, the main thing is, like, he's figured out the chewing. He was the first one, I think, really dipping the buns that much.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the way, him and Kobayashi and stuff, they trained with just, I want to say, gallons of water and this and that. And they learned how to just expand their stomach so much.
God.
Yeah. Well, and Kobayashi, too, like in Japan, it's like a highly respected thing.
Yeah.
So, like, he has troubles because he can't just go to a restaurant and eat, like, a meal.
Without them wanting to give him more.
Because, right, to the chef, once he has walked into his restaurant, this is a personal challenge. He has to see if he can feed him.
Right. No, dude, I'm not challenging, man. I just want a dozen wings. Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, he's driving down the road in North Carolina. He gets off an exit. There's a hot dog stand, there's a gas station. He's hungry. Does he get a hot dog?
That's a good question, Miles. I don't know.
Can he enjoy it?
Because when I watch them eat in that contest, I go, that does not look enjoyable. But it does make me want a hot dog.
Yeah. I mean,
so maybe Chestnut's the other. Maybe he's like, that's work for me. I only eat hot dogs when it's work time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, right, if he goes to a ball game and it's like, let's get hot dogs. Maybe he's like, no chance. So, who knows? All right, some other stuff. Michael Madsen, you would know him from plenty of movies, especially with Quentin Tarantino.
Yep.
He passed away. Thursday morning, cardiac arrest. He was 67. Like I said, he's been in a bunch of movies, but you'd mainly know him from Reservoir Dogs, One Time in Hollywood, Kill Bill, The Hateful Eight. He could have had the role John Travolta had in Pulp Fiction, but he had to turn it down because he was already committed to Wyatt Earp.
Is he the guy in that scene in The Runaway? With Lily Tomlin?
That is Michael Madsen, isn't
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that.
Oh, I remember that.
He's just giving it a business.
I'm just saying. That's what I remember him for.
And he's just one of those guys that, like, I think he had some struggles there with the bottle here and there. Sound like he was kind of, towards the end, he was kind of done with it. But also, he's one of those guys that, like, he just came off cool. And like when he played a bad guy, you're like, he could do that.
Did they even give him a script? Yeah, he played that role very, very well.
Yeah, and some of it I even read in The Hateful Eight, like one of those scenes, and it's like he's wearing a cowboy hat, and Tarantino's like, I don't want you wearing it. And he's like, well, it's hot out. I like it. I think the character should wear it.
Okay.
I know. I just read that one. I was like, okay. I did not see that one going that way. But yeah, that's always sad news. And like I said, he's been in a bunch of other stuff too. Mike, you might remember, I believe he's the stepdad in Free Willy, the original one. Yeah.
Did he play the role?
Evil stepdad.
I think he's actually, that's a nice
he's
character.
A nice guy? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. He's known for all these big bad characters, but like he also was a real actor, could play like a normal dude.
Right. He understands Elijah Wood's plight with the dolphin. Oh wait, no. Shoot, I'm thinking Flipper, my bad. Damn it.
Come on, man. Willie was an orca, bro.
Yes, he was.
Some bitch-ass dolphin.
All right. I know I had talked about it. Miles watched it, I think, a week or two ago. I finally watched Trainwreck on Netflix, The Poop Cruise.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Has that, Mike Thrill, have you watched it yet?
I have not seen it yet. I know I will.
I mean, it's literally 56 minutes. I watched it last night. It's easy to watch, but Miles is correct, man. It's just wild. And the thing is, when you watch it, like, you're already kind of annoyed, basically the way it was handled by those companies.
Yeah.
But when you see these personal stories, like the three women on the bachelorette party, and to their credit, they don't mince words. They're like, it's supposed to be a 4-day cruise. Everything's on the boat. We just wanted to get drunk. But that cruise line, they just make the one that really gets you is there's a dad. I guess they just recently divorced, so he's got his daughter, and he's like, that was the whole point.
Oh, he's fired up.
Yeah, he's to his credit, him and his daughter still cruise.
Okay, all right.
But like those three girls from Texas, they're like, we're never cruising again. Right, but like they don't even think about it. They're having a blast, and they had just left like Cozumel or whatever. So like one guy's like, man, I was so full. So then, and these women, they've been drinking and everything, right? So A, everybody's got to use the bathroom. And then B, like, you go to sleep and you just wake up. And it's like, there's a fire on the ship. Once they realize the fire is out, they're like, oh, we'll be okay. Now, then the power's out. Then they were supposed to tow him back down to Mexico and fly him out, but something happened. They drifted out to sea.
They drifted almost all the way to Alabama.
Right.
So they were going to try to tow them back to Cozumel.
Right.
But within that time, that damn thing went almost the entire way north of the Gulf of Mexico with no power.
Correct. So now it's like, well, it's going to be 2 more days. You're in Mobile. Like I said, you had to poop in bags. Now everything's full, but the boat's listing. So now it's yeah, it's just unreal. And they do a great, like I said, those hour documentaries on Netflix are great. As they talk to people that were on the boat, they talk to the woman that basically was the cruise director. They even just talked to one of the cooks down there, and he's just like, it was awful.
Yeah, to throw away food. But there was another great scene in that documentary where another cruise ship comes up just to check out what's going on.
Yeah.
So they know they've got a little bit of a problem, but they're just partying like, another cruise ship. I don't know if they knew the full extent of what was going on with the boat they were looking at.
Right. So now, and I get whose idea it was, and it doesn't seem bad, but then you have no power. They just screw it. The bars are closed for 2 days. Open it up and give out booze because people are really getting upset.
Yeah.
Well, then you can imagine everybody's hoarding all the booze. People get absolutely hammered. One guy's like, there's fist fights. Everybody's just urinating off the side of the
Everyone's sleeping
cruise.
on the decks because you can't really be in your room.
Yeah. That's what I always say. What scares me about modern technology is what happens when the light goes out. And I mean, it really only took 2.5 days of darkness, and people turned on each other.
Oh, what's been our agreement?
Right.
A 60-minute blackout. We're putting on eye black, time bandanas over our heads, and we're going full like commando. We're just going to lose our minds. We'll start hiding behind plants and attacking people. It's just 1 hour.
Yeah, right. Well, like I said, it was like that. There used to be an old SNL skit where they're like one of those happy-go-lucky morning shows. The same thing. Like something just happens for 30 minutes, and Will Ferrell's got like blood coming out of his mouth. Like, I ate the co-host. And they're just like, why are you already eating people? So yeah, but that thing, yeah, people that love cruising love it. And like when they're talking about it, you're like, that's not bad. 4 days. But yeah, kind of got away from them. All right, let's see what's going on here. President Trump has floated the idea. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but let's have a UFC event on the lawn of the White House. This is all for America's 250th birthday next year. Yes, he said all of our national parks parks battlefields and historic sites. Going to have special events to honor America's 250. I even think we're going to throw a UFC fight. Yeah, I don't know. Why not? I was like, I don't know what's going on. To me, the White House was like,
I'm surprised they're not doing wrestling.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I mean,
well, Dana White he's at all the fights, so it's like,
well, but
sure.
But you run the Department of Education.
Oh,
why don't you bring some wrestling?
Yeah, there you go.
There is a close connection there as well. Yeah. And it could be a ton of things. I mean, I just have one theory, like July 4th or especially something like that. I've always said it should be free. Anybody, like, you want to know the history of your country, go visit one of those sites or go to a national park, whatever, July 4th weekend. Like, just let people go and park and camp and let them have fun.
Yeah. Let them pet the bison. Don't even tell them not to this year. I mean, it's July 4th. You want to go touch that bison, you go ahead and do that.
Yes. They're all going to get way too close because they can't help themselves. We all know that's going to happen. The other thing I was going to mention just about traveling around the holidays, like, I just forget, like, this is summer. Like, I really thought MLB Network saved my butt on July 4th watching a couple of I was a Padres fan for a day because they were playing the Rangers. So I said, all right, I'll be a Padre fan. But, man, there is just no sports on.
No.
And I feel like I'm, like, we're still a couple weeks away from, like, mini camp or training camp starting. Like, Mike and I were talking in a commercial break. I was like, July stays busy, right? We got an event coming up. Like, there's always something to do. I said, once we get past about Seafair, though, that second week in August, I'm going to be like, all right, give me some Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Like, give me something. I told him, I think I watched Joey Chestnut win that contest. I mean, I was sitting at a bar on Saturday getting all fired up, watching dogs jump in the water, catching bones, right? A little Papillon going through there. I said, well, he's going to be good. He's fast.
He's going to be good. I got my eye on that boy.
Yeah. And then I watched one little dog.
But watching him from his litter, man.
They're setting him up, right? And it's like a Westie or just one of those little dogs, right? So he's not going to go as far as the lab. And you know the thing. They put the bone out there. Dog runs, this dog, and they're hyping him up. And I'm getting excited now. I'm like, all right, you little SOB, like, let's get this. That guy gets a full head of steam, and right at the end, he just stopped.
Oh, no.
He just was like, I don't think it's for me. And then barely made it a foot into that water. Right. But I'm telling you, man, they had a lot of stuff going on. But it is that time of year. I catch up on my documentaries. If you like Bachelor in Paradise, it's back.
All right.
Right.
That's always a fun one.
It is. That's where they take all the people that never won and put them on an island.
Right.
And
So they do the Bachelor, they do the Bachelorette, and at the end of the day, it comes down to pairing of one that gets the Bachelor, one that gets the Bachelorette. Bachelor in Paradise, they take a whole bunch of people that the audience liked from the Bachelor and Bachelorette, put them all on an island, like, go F each other and go find a connection.
Yeah, that is. That's a little more lax.
How many sexual partners that these people who have been on those shows have had just on the show?
They especially in Bachelor in Paradise, they have a certain area that they call the boom boom room, where there's always a handful that take advantage.
That's even better. They call it that.
The boom boom room. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also we're wrapping up on Love Island, which is basically the same premise, and that one's weird because everybody who's on the island stays in the same doggone room. They'll get right after it, right there in the darkness, man.
But I thought part of the Love Island was you weren't allowed to, like, be frisky.
Oh, no.
There was one during the pandemic where they had a pot of money, but, like, if people hooked up, you lost some of the pot.
Yeah.
Oh,
but some people were like, I can't take it. She's too hot.
Right. Well, in the UK version, apparently, like, the first season, they were like, cool, let's just get after it. And they're like rabbits in there, dude.
Jesus.
Again, with everybody within earshot, they're laying closer than you and I are together here, Miles, and they're just getting after it.
I mean, so there's 20 people in a room?
Yeah.
And you just pair up, have sex with each other?
Pretty much.
I'd be looking around like, who's next?
Turn the lights out. Good night, Islanders.
Look what she can do.
There's
think of it as like a hot bunkhouse.
Yeah, there's a rodeo going on out there.
Bunkhouse.
Hot bunkhouse.
Right.
God.
That's going to be the name of my show. Hot Bunkhouse. Season 3. But yeah, Bachelor in Paradise back tonight on ABC.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A woman goes to a zoo in Queensland, leaves with one arm. To Romania, it wasn't a motorcycle that caused one rider harm. In Pakistan, we see what happens when you own a pet lion. One owner of an Airbnb spent the day crying. And a man is shocked to find out you can't go on a plane after making a bomb threat. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
All right, our top story, we go to Pakistan, where bad pet ownership could land you some hefty fines. Authorities were called to the scene on reports of a woman and 2 children being attacked by an escaped cat. Surveillance footage shows the cat jumping over a concrete wall that was doing a poor job of keeping it contained and immediately pounced on the back of a woman walking by. The owner rushed out of the home and tried to break up the action, and that's when the cat left the woman and instead turned its attention to the 2 young children that were nearby as well. It's also worth mentioning that the cat in question was actually a lion that the man had left uncaged in the backyard of his farmhouse. Authorities were called and the man was arrested, as well as hit with hefty fines.
Yeah.
Because, shocker, he didn't have the proper licensing to own the lion.
What?
The animal's seized and taken to a wildlife center.
Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus.
God. Look, just walking with your kids and bam, animal jumps over in the lake. That is a lion.
Right. And look, I get it. To each their own. Why does anybody want a damn lion?
Well, like you said, unsecured in your backyard.
Right.
It can probably jump the fence.
You know, do people just want to make these tough shows of superiority where they got a huge wildcat walking by that they're just able to pet like it's just, you know,
I don't think he pets
Mittens over there walking by?
Wouldn't you know you had a lion in your neighborhood? You're a roar. Nothing.
That's fair.
But would you honestly think, right, you go home to Fremont, now you hear what you truly believe is a lion's roar, but you're going to tell yourself there is no effing way that was a lion's roar.
That's a solid call.
That's probably fentanyl.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think there's some way they don't get him to roar as loud in captivity.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe the lion just knows. He's just like, I'm in this stupid cage. What am I going to roar about?
I'd eat some damn body.
Because Miles is right. It seems like you would hear it.
But again, I would just be like, it's not a lion. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like a lion.
You're right, man. You're right. It would sound like a lion, and you would think, is there a doggone lion out here somewhere?
But there's no way.
But there's no way some idiot actually has a giant jungle cat out here.
Oh, there's Gary. Yep. There he is.
You know who the guy is, too. You know who the guy in your neighborhood is. It's like, he's got a lion.
This is in Pakistan?
Yes.
I bet you the guy looks like the Pakistani version of the Tiger King. Right? It's
Gotta
like
be.
Whatever the Joe Dirt is in Pakistan, I get a feeling this guy looks exactly like that, right?
I am.
Oh, no.
Check this out.
We got more fun with animals as an Italian man decided to get chummy with the local wildlife. He was on vacation in Romania, enjoying the scenery by riding his motorcycle around the area when he happened upon one of the local wildlife, a bear that wandered into his path. The animal was fairly docile, standing close enough to the man that he was able to snap a few selfies with it before he went on his way. And those were the same selfies that authorities found on his phone after the man attempted to feed the bear a little later on, and the bear thought that just wasn't good enough. The man was mauled by the bear and dragged into a nearby ravine where he did succumb to his injuries as the rest of his crew called authorities. They took this as an opportunity to reinforce the caution, don't feed the bears.
Bears on attack this weekend. Bears had a big week.
They had a huge week.
But why do people have to do the selfie? Like, take the picture, and based on the picture, I can guess how close you were. Like, Miles, you had the picture of the lion when you're on safari.
Yeah.
And it was very close.
Yeah.
Miles did not need to put his face in there. It's like,
come
it is
here.
understood that lion is right frickin' there.
Right.
Right? Just take your picture, be done.
I don't get it.
And then, you don't need a picture.
I do have a strange amount of pictures of lions on my phone.
That's okay.
For an average person.
You were at a lion.
You went to safari.
I know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They walk up to the damn thing.
You went to their homes, dude. Right, and that's my thing. If I'm on a trail, I don't care if I'm on a bike, on my feet, I don't care if I'm in a car. If I'm on a trail and a doggone bear walks near me, I'm seizing up. I'm watching this thing do everything that it is doing. I am not taking my eyes off this bear, and I'm keeping as far away as I possibly can.
My last thought is get the phone.
Grab a selfie.
Snap it. Don't need one.
No!
The memory will do just fine.
Right, I'm going to tell everybody, like, dude, walking down the trail, a freaking bear just walked out of nowhere. Like, doggone it. I ain't taking a damn
Got a
selfie.
selfie?
Jeez, right. Picture didn't happen. F off. Don't care. To the Manchester area of the UK, where a local Airbnb is rethinking their listing. They had rented their beautiful 10-bedroom, £630,000 home up for a group of 15 that wanted the property as their venue for a gender reveal party. As neighbors tell the story, the party continued throughout the night with shuttle van after shuttle van after shuttle van, dropping off numerous people that ended up totaling roughly 200 people inside of this one home, spilling out into the street.
I mean, 200 people is a lot of people.
It's like,
but
huge
if
amount
you
of people.
say you're going to do a gender reveal in my property, I've seen the videos.
Right.
I don't know what you're going to do. You
No.
could blow my house up.
That was a cover.
So no matter what.
It was
you know?
100% a cover.
Okay,
I would
well,
bet money
all
on
right.
it.
I'd be like, no.
Right.
It's the worst thing to say.
Hey, bro, we're throwing a gender reveal downtown.
No, it's a bachelor party. Me and my bros from Jersey. Yeah, you guys take it.
Let's go.
Golly.
That's when the chaos began. The party escalated beyond the control of the renters, and it got loud and rowdy enough that riot police were called to break up the action.
Jesus.
The crowd dispersed, but the damage was done. The renters had disconnected the Wi-Fi, thereby disconnecting the surveillance cameras as well, and did thousands in damage. As for repercussions, it was booked through a third party, and the homeowners walked away with nothing more than the agreed-upon rental cost and the damage deposit that was kept, leaving them backwards after this party.
Everything is third party.
Yeah. The next booking lineup had to be canceled, and a crew of 3 took 12 hours to clean and restore the property as best they could. The pool table was ripped. The cue sticks were busted. There was gum that was stomped into one of the carpets of the stairs.
Why?
Right. I don't get how when people get drunk, their first reaction is, let's wreck the place.
Let's trash this
You
place.
stole a credit card, you opened an account, and you did that.
Right.
Yeah, something.
Come on, man.
Something like that.
But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
we go to Spain, where a man's best friend earns their title. Officers were out on their routine patrol when they happened upon something in the middle of the road, a little Yorkie dog that was in distress. They stopped and approached the animal, but noticed that he wasn't looking for any help for himself, but instead attempted to get officers to follow him. They tailed behind the dog for a short distance before they heard someone else in distress, the dog's 78-year-old owner that had taken a tumble down the embankment and couldn't get back up. Aid was called and the man was hoisted from his perilous position and he was taken to the hospital to be treated for his injuries. The dog, Lucas, was then highlighted by the local authorities as a true hero.
Lucas
the Yorkie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lucas. That's unexpected.
I like a human name.
Yeah.
Not a dog. Get in here, Lucas.
Come on, Lucas. As far as your men's room sports, the Mariners had quite the showing over the weekend, besting the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-0 for a series sweep over the weekend.
Pirates are good.
Unfortunately, the Astros had a sweep of the Dodgers themselves over the weekend, not allowing any room for the Mariners to move up in the standings, still residing in second place in the division, 7 games out of first.
Damn.
Yeah. But we still hold a stronghold in the wild card, and they got the day out before heading to New York to take on the Yankees, and will hopefully knock them down a few spots in that same wild card race. As far as what you got tonight, you got a baseball game over on MLB, and you've got some Summer League basketball over on ESPN and NBA later on tonight. As far as your weather, clear skies drop things down to the high of 50s tonight and make way for another beautiful, sunny 83-degree day, and that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawkins out.
Thanks, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow with the Taryn Daly and Steve Miggs Morning Show. We're going to talk about hot songs. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
It's always been diet and exercise. Why not diet, exercise, brush, and floss? Or how about diet, exercise, brush, floss, and see your dentist for regular exams? It may not roll off the tongue, but there are far worse things that could be rolling off your tongue, right down to your heart. Like the very same bacteria that's linked to heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and more. And by the way, to find a dentist nearby, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And learn more about how oral health links to overall wellness so you can live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed. Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
This summer, chill out with Klostaller, the original game changer in non-alcoholic beer. Whether you're into crisp and classic, bold IPA vibes, or that fresh grapefruit twist, Klostaller's got a flavor to match your mood. And hey, want to ride with the pioneer of non-alcoholic beer in a new way? We're giving away a custom Klostaller beach bike. Just text BIKE to 833-426-1559 for your chance to win. Klostaller, natural brewing, refreshing living. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 21 plus only. Restrictions apply.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.